don't want your deal, Daddy.
Oh, no one's called me that in a very long time. Actually, I get called that all the time. All the time.
Father.
I know he's. Someone should go apologize. No.
No, I don't think I'll be doing that.
What do you want? What is it?
I wanted to say that I'm sorry.
Whatever. I don't believe you.
No, you're right. I said a lot of things, and I did it for comedy, and I really shouldn't have said it.
You really mean that?
No, I don't, you fucking nerd!
What, bro? What's Chris, you're gonna say?
What was I saying? Yeah, he was actually.
Would anybody like a little drink?
What do we have to pay for it?
You must pay.
Yoink.
You bitch! Come back here! Get him! Get him, my rat catcher! No!
Ammunition. I'm completely out of pistol ammunition.
I'm completely
Huzzah.
out of fucks to give. Oh, sorry, that was harsh. That was very harsh.
Man. Here we attack you.
Oh god, my camera's inside the troll's ass.
It's my favorite place to
Never
be.
mind.
Ready for this?
I'm ready.
Alright. So long, cruel world. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh my god, it's like a solid edge. Holy shit.
Oh my god, he's gone! And he's gone!
To the one true word of Ratman God.
This book has come between us so much.
Nice ass, though.
Oh my god!
I need healing, please, somebody.
Are we going clockwise or anti-clockwise?
God damn it, it's yours.
Is it?
Yeah, your water and electric. God damn it, that's awesome.
That's a shiny fucking Nestle, my dude.
Genesis, I mean not Genesis, that's a different holy word. Genesis 4156723301458 chapter 3, page 14.
I am so enthralled.
There once was a man.
There once was a man! Fire!
We will continue our lesson next Sunday. Thank you.
There once was a man, that is it. The end. Goodbye.
Dodge bullets. Come on, dodge them. Fuck me. How do you kill these guys? Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. 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 No. 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 Come on. Let's go. 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 Fuck. Let's go. No. 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 What's in here? Fuck. I could do with it better.
They punch it. Fuck a dick off my balls! Ah, the acid.
Oh, I'm not gonna die again. I'm not dying again.
Sorry, Steve.
Ah,
you're in the
don't
way.
shoot me! Stop! You are causing this, and you're a prick.
Leave him behind.
You're a
Thanks,
prick.
Steve. Leave him behind.
Put the sign on the
No,
floor.
no, no, no,
said
no, no,
not
no,
to.
no, we don't.
You bitch.
He called him Steven!
Motherfucker, I have a flamethrower. Ow.
You bitch.
Deserves to be-
Listen, Ratman. Excuse me, sir. Do you know where Ratman is?
Hello! Welcome back to the Regicide Collective, you beautiful, beautiful people. Hey, how is everyone? Oh my god, so good to see you. Hey Daisy, thank you so much for welcoming everyone in and for being an absolute champ on the stream and sending
Hype!
Game on Australia all the love. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. So, Whatcha?
Oh, so that's my gravestone over there. I should. Yep,
Yeah.
That's the wrong button. I just hate it when you just randomly sit down mid-step.
Yeah, sick. All right, let's.
I was recovered. I got nothing.
Alrighty.
I think that was just glitched. Impulse and pose to your channel.
Thank you, Daisy. Really appreciate it. It means the world.
Yes,
Thank you.
muchly appreciated.
Oh, mucho appreciado. Hey, you beautiful, beautiful soldiers. Are we gonna do bone mass today? Is that the vibe?
We need to. I need
We can
to
prep.
see how the mead fermenting's going because we still need to see. We still need the poison resistance meads.
Aye.
Okay.
Daisy.
Currently got
Daisy.
3 fermenters going and they're still fermenting. So
I'd also like to
Um,
like try and polish up the house a bit because I do want to sort of
Okay.
finish.
yeah.
Can I
I'm
make
thinking
more?
while we wait for the fermenters, I want to start laying the foundations for the smithy / storehouse.
All right. I'll
Yeah,
help you.
because we need the functional aspect of the house isn't done yet. Like everyone can sort of trick out their personal
rooms,
quarters
yeah.
on your own time, but
I'm wondering, do we want to build the smithy / storehouse off the side of the main house?
well, that's where it was going to go. It was going to extend out.
Yeah, like so, because we have that back door in the back
Mhm.
right corner.
Yep, precisely what this is for.
Okay.
This one over here.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
So
This
I'm
would be sort of the
thinking,
internal area, and then have it expand.
and then yeah,
out.
literally expand it out towards the lake.
Alright, I got this. Huh. Bitch. Bitch.
Get him in the eyes!
Bitch.
Get him!
Bitch. 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 Bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go. Oh, you just.
Oh, I'm so pretty. My hands are so fast.
Can't see me.
Oh, cock. Yeah, Daisy, you should stream. I would watch your streams
Yeah.
for sure.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, I'm down. I think that's a great idea. Let's do it. So what do you need, Tony? I'll just go get you stuff.
So look, mostly at the moment, to flatten out the terrain, I'll need stone.
Yeah. All right, I'll go get some stuff.
There is a little bit of stone in the
Seven.
the crates next to the meadery.
Yeah. So are we gonna do the storage and smithy here?
I'd like to, at the very least, get the smithy going,
Yeah.
and we
Okay.
could even make it connect over the path.
Yeah, I think that'd
And
be
so
cool.
then have
what
it
if
as
you
like
had like a what if you had like
have it like a depot.
Yeah, what if you had like a like 2-cart wide thing you could move through that was covered but was like not walled, and then you had the smithy and
Oh,
the
yeah.
warehouse on either side, so you could build the smithy here by the main house, and then you could have the warehouse over here. What do you
Oh, yeah.
reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
Have it
what-
like yes, have it
Yeah,
like
like
have it
how we
like
used to have.
the road run in between it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so yeah. I think I get what you mean.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can obviously move the road to make it a bit more straight,
Yeah.
and we'd want it to align to Oakenheim. So if we had the road going kind of straight, like this through here. And
Actually,
then-
idea.
Yeah,
Yeah, if we had the road through there, maybe what if we had the like warehouse start here and sort of like run lengthways down here,
yeah, totally.
Yeah,
That's
then
what
and then just have little roads like each of the buildings like the spokes in a wheel, like the road would run like the circular bits, you know, those little glowy bits you stick on the spokes.
yeah.
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 Runs like those, just like little concentric circles into here.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that's right. We were going to change the storage space in the house to something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
So
makes
we
sense.
could even have like this back room that connects onto the smithy as maybe like part of it,
Hmm.
or we can do something with it to sort of make it like I don't know. Maybe we
it
have
could
some...
be it could be a trophy room or something. Or do you want the war room for that?
We do.
I
I do want to. I think one thing would be cool. is not only a war room, but a war room near a portal room would make a lot of sense, right? So if we have a war room, it's got to be near a portal space so that you gear up, you get things off the walls, then you go through the portal to all of the different like locations. That would be awesome. Might be a bit resource intensive, but it could be really cool.
I think for now it's best to keep the projects as small scale as possible, because we can always, once we've built them, we can always upgrade them and build them up
Trick them out, yeah.
Yeah, and trick them out. But I think what I've noticed with the house, your lighthouse, the arena, and Timberville is that we sort of have these ideas and we start building them, but they don't necessarily function. Especially like with the tavern. So the tavern's been really good because I got the tavern, the main part of it, that connected up to the kitchen, done relatively quickly.
Yeah. So functionality first. So you're saying we get the storehouse and the smith are priority, right?
Yeah. While we're waiting for the poison resistance mead to ferment. Okay. And I'm probably also going to make a bit more, because I don't know if we've got enough. There's currently 3 fermenting. I don't know how many. I can't remember how much it yields when it's done. But I would like to keep making more. That, and also I wouldn't mind getting a bit more tin to put a cauldron in the meadery, because then that makes I can start putting chests in there as well with all the different meat ingredients, and keep that separate from the kitchen.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that sounds legit. Let's do that.
So I'm gonna quickly double check.
I mean, structurally speaking, we would want to build the blacksmith first because we'll cascade out.
Yes.
But the warehouse is more pertinent to our needs right now.
Yeah, we do need to get rid of all the stuff lying around.
Yeah.
I reckon let's get the foundation laid out.
Yeah.
And then we can build a basic.
Yeah, you're right. Once we have the foundation.
Some planning and
planning
and scaffolding.
Sure, absolutely. All right, chill.
Love me some scaffolding, as you can tell by this house. I could go on a resource run.
I'm getting stone right now for foundation. We're doing stone foundations, I'm assuming.
We can if you want.
Yeah, I think stone would be sweet.
We've got access to stone. We may as well.
I've got the cap for it.
Item prevents me from teleporting.
How do you play
this?
I've got my own armor. So, James, this is Valheim. Really awesome game by Iron Gate. Is that right?
Yep, that's right.
Studios.
Coffee Stain as well. Really cool developers.
Yeah, Coffee Stain.
It's developed by Iron Gate, published by Coffee Stain.
Yeah. And so essentially, Valheim, it immerses you in like a real sort of Viking world, like semi-mythical and realistic depiction of Norse life. It's quite harsh. It's quite unforgiving. But you have to survive. So it's
very agrarian.
Yeah, it's built in. I forget the word, but it's called. It's a volumetric terrain, so you can
voxels and stuff.
Voxels, yeah. So you can, everything you see here you can move. We built all of these structures, so if you see here, I can place things down and build things wherever you go. But there's also boss fights and dungeons, and you can sail on the seas and fight sea serpents and build and grow together, and you can fight and you get levels as well, so you can level up skills. So it's somewhere between a sandbox and an RPG game set in a mythical Viking land.
Yeah.
And you play it by being a big dick Viking, basically.
Yeah.
That's the long and the short of it. Yep.
Mag BD, big BDV, big dick Viking energy.
Yeah.
I think that sums it up right, Hagen.
Yeah. We also need a lot more metal, because lots of the things I want to make as like aesthetics stuff, and also that will also make the bedrooms more functional if we can have hanging braziers and stuff.
Yeah, so hanging braziers, we need the chains, which chains I think we can make from iron, but we also get them, they get dropped by the reapers in the swamp.
Yeah.
We have 3 of them, so that's something.
Phantoms, or whatever they're called.
It's probably a post bone mass situation. Hydrate! I'm having a celebratory beer tonight. Thank you, and it's sponsored by Game On Australia. We actually can say that today. Massive shout out to those guys; they're amazing. Send them some love. We love you guys.
They
so
are
much.
the goodest of beans.
Yeah.
Yes, very, very, very much appreciated.
Thank you.
Yeah, there is a bit of a story. Yeah, it's like, well, it actually is quite similar to Minecraft, where it's just like progression of bosses and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So the main premise of Valheim is that we are a warrior that has passed on from Midgard. So we fell in battle or something like that, and
Stubbed our toe really bad on a long flight of stairs.
yeah,
Definitely not speaking from personal experience.
I don't think that would get you into Sovngarde, though, would it?
I don't know, man. Yeah.
I don't know,
but
man.
then
Those toe stubs are pretty brutal.
I mean, only the heartiest of warriors may enter Valheim, or may enter Valhalla from stubbing their toe.
Yeah.
It has to be a mighty good stubbing.
If you die by Lego feet, you immediately go into Valhalla.
Yeah.
Odin just looks at it and goes, "Yeah, nah, man.
You're in.
That's just you're in.
He's like, yeah, fuck that.
That fucking sucks."
Straight up in a seer, like no doubt.
So we arrive in our soul arrives in Valheim, and Odin says, "All right, you got to prove your worth to get into Valhalla. So I want you to, survive. I want you to take on the Forsaken, which are a bunch of, not evil, but like supernatural beings or creatures of power." And they are related to different things in Norse mythology. So the first one is Eikthyr, who's a giant stag, or deer.
Lightning stag.
Lightning stag. It's basically, imagine a giant deer that's heavy metal as fuck.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can describe it.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, even the boss music is like listening to the boss music for Elder's fight was amazing. I loved it so much.
Yeah.
And basically, so all the different Forsaken bosses sort of relate to different parts of the mythology. So you've got Eikthyr, who's a patron of the woods and like creatures and things like that. You've got the Elder, which is a essentially like a tree. Yeah, big tree boy.
He's an ant. He's an ant.
Yeah. So Eikthyr sort of represents the creatures and wild animals of Valheim, and then Elder represents the forests, because he is found in the Black Forest in Valheim. And then we're currently up to one called Bone Mass, who's kind of like, I guess you could say he represents the dead. He represents the Draugr, which were the original, I guess, inhabitants. I don't know if they're the original inhabitants of Valheim, but they're a race of humanoids that they sort of sought to become bigger than the gods, and eventually they outgrew themselves and fell into decline, and so the Draugr are all that remains. And then there's a couple of other ones. I don't really know how you describe Moda, because Moda's a dragon.
Something like Nidhogg, perhaps a dwarf who went greedy.
Maybe, yeah.
Too much gold, but that's a really apt retelling of the Norse tales. There, that was awesome, and the narrative lore.
I kind of just, took a stab at it.
You know your lore well, man. I don't think I've ever, when I ask you a lore question, you bring out like the Codex Astartes, and I'm like, okay.
That's why
shit, bro.
Alright.
Codex Astartes does not support this. Shut the fuck up, Leandros, for the
Emperor! Shut the fuck up, Leandros.
Fucking Leandros.
Fuck Leandros.
Fuck Leandros.
Got my boy
yeah.
Titus taken in by the Inquisition.
To answer your question, Daisy, what is your opinion of the Marvel depiction of Asgard? Personally, I like Marvel films. I love Spider-Man. I love, I like, Endgame and all of that. But I really don't like Thor or Ragnarok much, because I think I don't know. I was a fan of Norse. I was a fan of mythology and Norse mythology and medieval mythology, and Greek mythology long before I was a fan of superheroes. And like, I it's not wrong, but it's a very Hollywood, very sci-fi kind of depiction of the Norse gods.
That's what I like. That's what kind of what's always been, and that's what I do like about it, is that it's very much not like an accurate. What's the fucking voice track there? It's very much not an accurate take. But it's a fun take.
Yeah,
like it's got a lot of the issues that like a lot of comic stuff does in general, and the MCU is different to the comics. The comics is even more like batshit and hilarious, and that's like the fun things about comics.
Yeah, they're great films. They're good films, but I prefer a more accurate and medieval aesthetic and a more diegetic version that was true to the time. Because I think that's the vibe. Hello, Lucky Lychee.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey, Lychee.
Welcome to the chat. How are you?
Yeah.
Hope that answers
Good
your
to
question.
see you.
I'm just piling up the hate.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, because the thing I've always liked about Marvel in general, and I like that they started leaning into it more and more and more as they went to like Guardians of the Galaxy in particular, of like how there is just like a very funky, wild side of like sci-fi and stuff. And it's a very interesting thing to look at in terms of the history of the comics, of like how like the mythological and sci-fi-ish stories didn't exist in parallel. Like it sounds surprising to us now, but initially the Marvel comics didn't exist in the same universe. Each line was like their own thing. It wasn't until a fair bit later on that like the idea of it not just being random crossovers that sort of like weren't canon, but things actually existing in the same multiverse became a thing. And then you had like shit of like
Who started doing that first? Was that a Marvel or a DC thing?
Shit, I'm actually not sure.
Question of ages.
Because I kind of want to say
I'd be leaning towards DC just because they're a little bit older.
Yeah, I sort of feel like DC started and then Marvel, because Marvel obviously being the competitors, sort of said, well, okay, let's do that too.
Yeah, and I think having a place to have that kind of wacky parody and that sort of explorative sci-fi is awesome. And honestly, with Regicide, every now and then it's something I envy. That Regicide is so hardcore and diegetic that we can't do a lot of sci-fi stuff. And
mood.
I like there's some of the older designers used to want to have like rocket ships and stuff come in and bring new alien species, and I was just like, no, I just didn't. I hate seeing sometimes like sci-fi and medieval crossover. It always makes me cringe. Like it's like one of my favorite animes, Overlord. There's this episode, and it's so good. It's all medieval, and it's set in in an RPG world, like an MMO. And then there's this episode where this maid brings out a machine gun, and it made me so sad. It just broke my immersion. It really pulled me out of the time frame. But it each their own. Like I said, I love Marvel. I think you need those spaces that are going to be more, explorative and have all that cool shit. And it's a great place to do it. And I think Marvel Universe is great. Like I love Spider-Man, and I like those films. But I just don't. I wouldn't say it's a true or sort of even a. I wouldn't say it does. I don't think it does the mythology justice. Is what I'm trying to say. But it is a great film about gods,
Yeah.
I
think
that's the thing. I'm more talking about comics than the movies, because the movies are like a little subset of some of the vibes of the comics. They're getting closer in ways. In that, I feel a lot of the recent Marvel movies have a very sort of like being a bit more. Blasé is probably a bit harsh, but like it feels like they're less. They're more confident in just fucking around with ideas and things like that, and being a bit more silly. Like look at Ragnarok and stuff afterwards, where the vibes are getting a bit more similar. Like you compare the vibes of the current Marvel movies to say Iron Man, both very good vibes, but it's definitely has diverged from like the really grounded like post 9/11 vibes of Iron Man. In quite a good way. Well, it's good and bad in some ways. I really liked what Iron Man did, but I feel like the sort of transition of it has been quite smooth and natural. Where it gets to Endgame and you've got like Captain America, like hero of the 40s, and like sci-fi genius billionaire playboy Tony Stark fighting along fucking raccoons and gods, like and that's what's hilarious and fun about the comics, and that is that you have like Asgard existing as like basically a planet in a sci-fi universe.
Yeah.
And where you can get like Guardians of the Galaxy, like the Asgardians of the Galaxy, which is where I'm betting they're taking Love and Thunder, or at least Volume 3 of Guardians. Not gonna lie, I googled it because of looking for a wildcard answer like Archie. Oh my god, yeah. Just googled. First comic crossover was actually Marvel in 1984 with Secret Wars.
There you go.
Oh, was
Quick
it Secret
question:
Wars?
were you all in bed?
Nope.
Oh no. I wasn't necessarily meaning crossover. I can't remember if it was. Maybe it was Secret Wars. I was thinking it was earlier than the Secret Wars. But like the idea that they actually existed in the same universe. Maybe it was. I wouldn't have been surprised if it was actually, though, to be honest.
Yeah. And we have so much to thank comic books for, and what they've paid for in the industry, and like.
Yeah.
You know, and making these things more common and popular. But I think at the end of the day, what Marvel does is popular. It's not trying to like unpack the depths of mythology or history so much as it is trying to make something that's really cool and entertaining and funny and just breathtakingly stunning. You know, and that's exactly what they do. You know, and you know, that's not my vibe. I'm the kind of D&D that counts how many rocks you pick up and tells you that you're over encumbered, and tells you that your armor, when you fall into water and you have chainmail on, that you drown. So that's context.
Yeah, exactly, Daisy.
Yeah.
Which is like sort of a vibe of the comics. It's become more like it as it's gone on because the comics have come to mimic the MCU and the MCU mimics the comics. Like how when they initially were starting off the whole like it's saga with the Infinity Gems and that, how they, well, for one thing, intentionally calling them Infinity Stones, but having the colors all be different to throw off comic nerds. Because it sort of leads into what I was going to say is that the MCU movies, they're not like phenomenal movies or anything. I wouldn't call them great movies, but they're good movies and they're very fun movies.
I think in their own, I guess, like vacuum universe, they're quite good.
They're amazing.
Yeah,
they're amazing.
Like I certainly disagree with Martin Scorsese saying that they're not cinema. That like they're cultural touchstones now.
Yeah, totally.
And they're very enjoyable, and like they're most enjoyable if you do like turn off the critical thinking a little bit and just enjoy them, like I have, which I intentionally made the call to. Because like, yeah, knowing the comics, if you really want to, you can pretty much predict them, like almost scene by scene.
Casino by Scorsese is not cinema; it's a fucking clusterfuck.
Oh damn. But yeah, like they are admittedly pretty formulaic. Yeah, exactly. They're spectacle. They're popcorn movies, but like really high quality, high effort popcorn movies. Like it doesn't put them in the range of like true like literature or things like breaking down core concepts of the human condition or making some sort of grand philosophical point or something. They have like touches of them, but they're still fucking fun movies.
Uncle Ben dying, relatably, is that moment.
I know, but like that's not necessarily something you can give credit to for the MCU.
Oh really?
That's like the comics.
Okay. Oh,
yeah,
right,
like exactly, like superheroes. Absolutely, I think have lots of good story stuff to them. A lot of it is just boom, crash, pow, onomatopoeia. Shit's fucking crazy. But there's still definitely good storylines. Like fucking what am I trying to think of? Superman movie. I watched a clip from this the other day. Why can't I think of it?
Is it one of the animated ones?
Yeah, like it's based on one of the runs of comics where he's dying from oversaturation of sunlight.
I can't.
I looked this up yesterday. How do I not remember this?
Because one of my favorite animated ones is that came out recently was what was it called? Justice League Dark Apocalypse War.
Oh god, that was so fucked.
It was
so grim, but it was good.
It was so grim and brutal, but at the same time, it's a really interesting take on like a what if. It's basically, so for anyone who's sort of seen a lot of the DC universe, it's based around. It's actually, funnily enough, based around the Flashpoint paradox, or the Flashpoint, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
So, what's his name? Flash has to run back in time to stop himself from saving his mum, because of the whole issues in that animated or in that storyline. And then in I guess the timeline where there was the Flashpoint and he fixed it. Superman and Batman discover that Apocalypse, that Darkseid has moved Apocalypse into the same, I guess, galactic space, basically near the solar system. And they go, okay, well, he's appeared. We know he's a threat. We're going to do what's potentially the smart thing and take him out now before he becomes a bigger threat.
Yeah, they do a preemptive strike.
No, preemptive strike, yeah. But the thing is, what they weren't aware of is that unknowns to Cyborg, Darkseid was actually, because Cyborg's body, his cybernetic body is based around the Mother Box technology, which is
Apocalypton.
apocalyptic in nature. Darkseid basically eavesdrops on this invasion plan through Cyborg without him knowing. So they basically go on and plan this whole invasion, and Darkseid's just in there going, okay, cool.
He's
so
like, write that down.
Yeah. So when they get to Apocalypse, Darkseid's waiting for them, and he's got a new breed of parademons, which are all based around, like, they've got DNA from Doomsday. And so, yeah, they basically
oh shit, I just died. They all get royally fucked.
Oh, like, half of them just get brutally murdered, and, like, on screen as well. You just see... Well, I won't go into graphic detail, but basically, yeah, half of the team dies. A few of them get captured and turned into Furies. Batman gets brainwashed. The Flash gets hooked up to a frickin' treadmill where he's forced to run endlessly. Superman gets injected with like a kryptonite tattoo that permanently depowers him.
Like that, I loved the sort of like poetic justice, or not justice, poetic cruelty of Darkseid, where it's like the kryptonite tattoo of the S, so he's always wearing his symbol, but it's also what is like keeping him like fucking dead.
Yeah. And the whole thing of like, because the story follows John Constantine, and because he was part of the invasion, but he survived because when he and Zatanna got into trouble, Zatanna was able to convince him to flee. Which initially, when you see it, you think it's him just bailing on her and leaving her to die, but it turns out it's actually through some magic bullshittery from Zatanna.
Yeah, there's a bit of bullshittery in the movie, like, and there's some weird shit, but I think it's still an overall good film.
Just the point where...
Yeah, sorry, can we just catch up and chat for a sec?
Yeah, sorry.
Hi, Arion?
Arion. Sounds like an L.
That's what I'm guessing. Yeah.
Hey,
like Elrond's cousin. Jesus, I can't speak English. Comics are indeed wild.
Thank you so much for coming by. Really glad you enjoyed it, and welcome to the studio. How are you today?
Yeah, glad you liked the interview.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanking you.
We're just having a big old nerd fest. And I love every minute of it. I don't know these characters, but this scene with Batman getting clapped sounds hilarious. I'm interested.
It's basically, he gets stuck in... Oh, and it's... So, he gets captured and he gets brainwashed by... through... I think he gets brainwashed through like, electro torture. So he essentially gets stuck in a chair and gets, like, continuously electrocuted until he caves.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the whole thing is turbo fucked. Where it is interesting is that because, spoilers for it, everything gets, like, fixed in the end by another Flashpoint thing. Basically, Flash erases the entire thing, so they get to go really hard on how turbo fucked they make it.
Oh man, that's
exactly like one bit. Damian Wayne, Batman's son, the current Robin, gets fucking eviscerated and like burned to a crisp by Darkseid's Omega beams in front of everyone, and then has dying words with Raven.
Man,
It's just like, fuck!
Great to
Oh.
be able to Deus Machina your way out of it so you can keep being
Oh,
superheroes,
what-
right?
What I think's even more gruesome than that is bloody when Constantine says to Raven, "I think I've got a way we can beat Darkseid, but you're not gonna like it." And she's again spoilers, but he basically says we need to release Trigon from Raven's mental prison.
Who are these characters? Are these Power Rangers?
So Trigon is basically this enormous like demon lord, and Raven is his daughter, who is like imprisoning him from like destroying the world inside a crystal in her head.
Okay,
and
Demon
so
Lord,
she's like,
Crystal.
she's like constantly having to like fight against him, and he's like yelling in her head all the time, and she's like, "Ha suck it, dad."
That's cool.
And so what they do is that
these comic.
This is
characters?
DC, yeah, it's comics.
DC. Okay, okay.
DC, yeah.
Okay.
And so what they end up doing is going, "Hey, what if we let Trigon free?"
So they do this ritual to summon Trigon, and Constantine basically says, I'm willing to offer you a magical host." He says, I'm willing to offer myself as a vessel for you to then come out and just kick Darkseid's ass." He instead opts to take over Superman. So Superman gets freed from the kryptonite tattoo thing, but basically gets possessed by Trigon.
Yeah.
And his
can I
first
just add something
act,
real quick?
Yeah.
Before this, because Superman was still there, since he didn't have any powers, he was wearing some of Lex Luthor's power armor, which is so poetically beautiful and hilarious.
Yeah.
Wait, who's power armor?
Lex Luthor.
So Superman's main in the normal timeline.
His arch nemesis.
Yeah, I know Lex Luthor. I know this.
Yeah. So for him to be wearing, for him to be wearing,
it's like it's like XCOM meets Chief meets a Power Ranger meets a Bionicle meets Iron Man. It's so wacky.
His big shiny head on full display. Great.
Sorry, go on.
Oh, so they make this. They release Trigon, and instead of taking over Constantine's body, he takes over Superman's body. And the literal first thing he does when he's free and he's in Superman's body is he walks up to John Constantine and just snaps his neck. It's so sudden, and you're just like, oh damn.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. But then he's like, and then he goes and it's like, okay, so I'm free now, and he recognizes Darkseid as the strongest being there, and as the
biggest dude in the room.
Yeah, so he's like, all right, now it's time to see how the new gods match up with the old.
Yeah, he's like, let's fucking throw down, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Proceeds to kick Darkseid's teeth in. It's great.
Yeah.
It is very satisfying, especially since they do go so hard on Darkseid doing terrible, terrible things to characters you love. Watching another person that you hate in the body of someone you love kick the shit out of him is very satisfying.
And the ending
beating some ass.
The ending is very somber, because they do free a lot of people from Darkseid's control, but there are also characters that don't make it. So, like, Cyborg is forever stuck inside, like, the main computer mainframe of Darkseid's fortress on Apocalypse. And at one point, Superman goes to free him. He says, "You can't. I'm literally, like, a part of the machine now. If you remove me, I'm, like, we're screwed." So he gets left behind. He's like, "I can make a boom tube to get you guys back to Earth and suck all of the..."
It's a portal.
Yeah. I can make a portal to take you all guys back to Earth and bring all of the Paradooms on Earth back to Apocalypse, and then I can make a giant one and send Apocalypse and Darkseid and all the Parademons to literally the other side of the universe, to, like, nowhere space. But he said it's a one-way trip. Like, I can't go with you guys. So you've got half the team fucking robotic, or like half cyborg. You've got characters on Earth have died, like the
so
team,
many people dead.
yeah, like half the Teen Titans are dead. The freaking Suicides. I love the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
In this, like the way they team up is just
Yeah.
fantastic. Like
It's pretty
bloody, what's her name? Bloody Lois Lane and Harley Quinn teaming up.
Yeah, it's very funny. I'm annoyed by what they did to King Shark in that because he was way more interesting while still being like the big dumb brute in Assault on Arkham.
Yeah.
Which was a bummer. I also found it kind of odd how like they implied that John Constantine and he like either dated or at least banged, because like in the Constantine City of Demons movie, which is also turbo fucked, he like literally points out that he doesn't swing that way, but maybe that was like before he figured that out, and that it could be like a whole interesting thing of like can his relationship with King Shark actually be like important in his development of his sexuality or something like that. Who knows? But it was just like, I don't know. You could have done so much more with it as like a sort of an odd joke. Yeah. Oh god, I need to catch up on chat. Yeah, Batman is the one trapped in the Morbius chair. Yeah.
Oh, and what I love about about brainwashed Batman is at one point Damian Wayne has to fight him, and brainwashed Batman's basically just mocking him and saying, you know, you're not my true son, bloody your mother Talia al Ghul drugged me to conceive you, and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And then he's like, go on, you know, come fight me then, correct your mistake. And then Batman, he just stands up from the chair and goes, Mobius chair, engage attack protocol Alpha Red. And if you think about Alpha and Red, put them together and say it really quickly.
Oh no, I didn't even notice that.
Alfred.
Alfred, ow.
Whoa.
Oh, that hurts my heart.
I know, but it's such a...
no.
At the same time, though, it's this cool little twist on, like, Batman being brainwashed and still retaining some of what makes him Batman.
Yeah, so that's what was scariest about it. He's like, he's not just like being controlled like say Wonder Woman was. Like, it's more Batman was genuinely turned against them, and that was way more frightening. Yeah, it's basically it's like Batman that laughs, and the Batman who laughs, where it's a genuinely evil Batman. It's not just Batman who's being controlled or whatever. It's no, this is a person who's Batman just with that fundamental moral difference, and it's fucking terrifying. I think they've gone a bit hammy on the Dark Knight's Metal and Dark like all the Dark Universe stuff at the moment. I haven't been following it a ton since Dark Knight's Metal, so I don't know all of it, but like the idea of like all the different like evil Batmen from different universes with like each one having basically usurped the powers of a different Justice League member is pretty interesting. Like Batman with the Flash's power is like one of the most fucking terrifying things imaginable. Yeah. Let me just catch up on chat.
Catch up on chat. I'm good, thank you, Arion. I think we're good. I think we're happy.
Yeah. I'm in my element here. I've done absolutely nothing this entire time.
I kind of had to convince Bronson to, you know, have a celebratory drinky because he was like, I'm just like, dude, it's okay. You did well. Have a beer.
just overwhelmed by all of the love.
Yeah. We are absolute nerds.
Yeah.
Like, this is what like all of Lychee's and I's conversations have been as well. It's just nerding out over shit. It's great. Yeah, what I was going to say earlier, All-Star Superman is the thing I was thinking of, which is a movie based on one of the most famous like runs of Star Wars of Superman comics, where he essentially, pretty sure I can't remember if Lex Luthor tricks him or no, Lex doesn't trick him. Superman flies like too close to the sun, insert Icarus metaphor here, and basically has like super cancer in that he is oversaturated with sunlight and dying. However, he becomes the most powerful as he has ever been, as in lifts like 200 quintillion tons without effort.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, oh yeah, I could do more. He's doing it with one hand, and it's like, that's 200 quintillion tons, man. Yeah. Leaving aside the fact that your ability to lift something heavy isn't actually restricted by you, it's restricted by the strength of the floor, and that weight would punch through the whole planet and destroy everything on it, but whatever. The comics play fast and loose with logic and physics, it's okay. Also the fact that regular Superman right now, technically, by their own logic, has infinite strength, because he and Shazam work together to lift a book with infinite pages. So
Oh.
even though they work together, half of infinity is still infinity, so he has infinite strength, but whatever.
Please don't remind me of that bloody ill-fated death battle episode. Every time I think about it, I go, the more and more I think about it, I go, oh, man, why did they even do that? Like, how do you pit someone who literally can have infinite power, essentially, against someone like Goku?
Yeah, I understand why they did it from the thing. It's just like, it's just the nerd death battle argument.
When did Goku get involved?
So
That's just a running thing of Goku could beat Superman, no, Superman beat Goku. It's just been an argument forever, and then Death Battle did it. It's actually one of my favorite fights of how they did it since they.
Oh, that's sick. That's the
Yeah,
show
I like
where
Death
they
Battle.
do the they get people and they match them up.
yeah.
Yep.
Fight in the little
And
RPG.
normally it's pretty good. Like I watched one recently. They did Dio versus Alucard.
Yeah, it varies.
Dio versus Alucard was really interesting because essentially Alucard is Dracula. He has he can't die. Because he essentially uses all the souls that he's collected over his lifetime as extra lives in a sense. But Dio is just fucking bonkers and can stop time. Like, how do you beat someone that literally fucks with time?
Yeah, and also was a vampire at one point.
And also
or is he still a vampire?
So I'm not sure if he's actually a vampire. He has vampiric abilities, but I don't think he's actually...
Because was he a vampire originally, and then when he took over whoever the fuck Joestar's body, did he lose some of it?
I think,
can't
so
remember.
originally after he put in Phantom Blood, after he puts the stone mask on, I think he either becomes a vampire or he gains vampiric abilities. I'm not 100% sure what, or he becomes like a vampire hybrid or something, or whatever the explanation is, but
Dio versus Alucard thing, how the fuck does that work out? I haven't watched that one.
They also did one of Hulk versus Broly from Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah, I like. Just keep on going. I like how a lot of them are either just age-old debates or things where they're thematically similar. Like Hulk versus Broly, they're both people whose their power just keeps increasing, and
their power just keeps increasing as they get angrier.
Yes, they're both big and green.
And I think that's also the same thing with Goku and Superman, is because they're both aliens that came to Earth as young children, and grew up on Earth.
Massively powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes it leads to sort of dumb things like the Flash versus Quicksilver, where I was like, yeah, the Flash is going to kick his fucking teeth in before he can blink, because they're just not at all on the same level.
Yeah.
But they're the same ideas. They're the speedster of the group, sort of thing. The Flash is just far more powerful. Yeah, exactly. It is neurodivergence, Lychee, exactly.
Yeah.
Fuck, what was I going to say?
I love some of the
and also
ones though. They did one of Chuck Norris versus
yeah, that's actually one of my favorites.
Oh,
no one wins.
It's basically just two giant memes thrown at each other, and literally the death battle ends in a tie because they both just destroy the universe.
Yeah, and it's like what just happened? I have no idea. And it's I don't know. It's as far as we can tell, they've just destroyed the universe and they're still fighting.
Yeah,
they destroy all of reality and keep going.
Yeah.
It's so fucking funny.
In wherever the reality they are now, they're still fighting.
I love it.
And exactly like Chi, that they would be mates. That's what I was about to say. Is that I like that fight. Is that Goku kicks Superman into the LexCorp building and gets exposed to some kryptonite, and Goku's like, "Oh, is that stone hurting you?" He's like, "I can't get out," and he destroys it. He's like, "Wait, what? Why did you help me?" He's like, "It wouldn't be a fair fight otherwise." And how it's almost kind of sporting. It's that's good of you, man. Bang!
I love that you guys are using Valheim VR chat right now.
Yeah, I've done precisely nothing this stream so far.
I've
literally wandered around and put in a couple of wood poles. That's it.
Could you, Tiny, see that Steam code I sent you? Could you add that? That's Shroud from earlier today, who we streamed the tournament with. He wants to come play some Valheim, so bring
100%. 100%. Let me just fix that.
Yeah.
Enter friend code.
Yeah, exactly. I think they would absolutely fight and both be like, "Wow, you're really strong. You're a cool dude. Let's hang out." I can just imagine like Superman. They'd both like hang out and like just show each other the cool things they like. Like Goku and Superman would just like train together, and Superman would take him out for like apple pie at a diner or something, and just take him to what's his name, Bibbo's.
Yeah.
I can imagine them just being
and
mates.
Goku would 100% just be like, let's spar. Let me just keep fighting you to get stronger.
Yeah, exactly.
And
And
Superman.
I like how, I like how they sort of summed up the thematic difference in Death Battle, of how like the fight is pointless, but that like Superman on a thematic narrative level is always going to win because he is someone who as a character has no limits, whereas Goku is a man who can surpass any limit. It's like it's all like comparing two different kinds of infinities.
Yeah.
Like
And they
one infinity is technically larger than the other.
Yeah. And it's interesting because they also then did a follow-up. They did when Goku got his Super Saiyan God transformation in Super. They
did
a follow-up.
Superman 1 million or whatever it was.
Superman like Omega or something like that. He got his stupid powerful one, and so they did a rematch, and Goku was like, "Come on, let's fight! I got a new power up," and so he goes Super Saiyan God, and Superman's just like, "Oh, come on, I really don't want to do this." They start fighting. Superman easily starts kicking his butt, and he basically, instead of letting Goku fall to the ground and absolutely get like splattered against the pavement, Superman actually, says, "Come now, let's stop this pointless fighting," and actually sort of lets him gently down to the ground because, he sort of sees,
He's a good dude.
he's a good person. He's like, I don't want to hurt you, it's not my thing. I get you want to fight, but I don't want to kill you.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
Stateless Shroud is in the waiting room, Bronson, if you wish to bring them in. And you can stop stuffing up my terrain.
I'm trying to help. I just
I know you are. I know you
All
are.
right.
You're all good.
We're bringing in our good friend, Shroud. Welcome in. Come in. Hello, Shroud.
Hey, Shroud.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
So, how much did Bronson cheat today?
Eh.
Yeah, Mans was metagaming the entire time, I assure you.
Wow.
I only broke like 5 of Shroud's rules. I promise.
There's a lot. There's like at least a lot that goes into it. Oh god.
Yeah, what was I going to say before? Yeah, All-Star Superman. Like, tangent all the way back. But there are some absolutely good, like, interesting, like, philosophical and, like, narrative points that are made in different comics and that sort of thing.
I'm so wasted.
And you'll like this one, Bruno, because All-Star Superman is quite inspired by, like, the tale of Hercules, or Heracles, rather.
Okay.
Where he essentially is, like, attains incredible power, like incredible even relative to Superman's regular power, but is dying, and so he basically does like around about 12 massive things. He's like, how much can I do before, like, with this power before I die? Like he just does all these things, like gives Lois Lane his powers for a day so she can experience what it's like, and they do all these great things together.
Is Lois Lane Mary Jane?
Similar character purpose, I suppose.
Cool.
The feisty love interest.
Yeah.
I suppose you make a comparison. Yeah, and does things like, he also has a great thing where he goes to Lex Luthor and is like, "You're right, I'm dying." It's like, says, all those things you'd said you'd do if I'm gone. Now's your chance. It's actually a really great scene because he visits him in prison, and Lex Luthor sums up the entire relationship between the two characters by spitting at the glass. He says nothing else. And it just sums up the pure bitterness of their relationship in one spiteful action. It's brilliant. But the best thing is that later on in the movie and in the comics, Lex hijacks the serum that Superman used to give Lois his powers for a day, and he becomes Lex Luthor with Superman's powers. And basically says, "I rule the world now. I'll be moving into the White House tomorrow." And like proceeds to kick the shit out of Superman too. And like there's this great bit where he just stops like mid-evil monologue and like has this amazing epiphany of when he looks at the universe like through Superman's eyes, like being able to see like atoms and everything like that. Like basically sees the error of his ways and how he was wrong the entire time. And there's a very good video on it as well. Is the one villainous scene, which was a little collab thing by a bunch of different YouTubers just recently, and one person, I can't remember who it was, did the Lex Luthor scene. And yeah, he basically like gives up, and then Superman gets the, "Are you boxing me, you little fuck?"
No.
As the Superman gets a great moment where he says, like, if you want to save the world, you could have done it like at any time. It's like,
Wow.
you have just as much power as me, basically. Like all your big talk of I'd save the world if it weren't for you. That's what he says actually. He says I could have saved the world if it weren't for you. And he's like, Alexa, you could have saved the world anytime you wanted. And one of my favorite changes from the comics is that in the movie he says, "You're right." He admits it, which is like an incredible thing about like how great people can consume themselves with things like that, and just very, very interesting thing of like imperfect characters and like what does one do with godlike power or when you're about to die, sort of thing. It is very interesting. So there's absolutely merit in like comics and all that.
Yeah.
That's why I dislike it when people sort of shit on it, like calling it cape shit or whatever. And I was like, yeah, like the MCU and stuff like it's formulaic. But there's still good things there, and you can enjoy it. Like fine if you don't, but it's not to say it has no value or no merit because people enjoy it. Even that statement by itself, that people enjoy this, gives it merit.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. I think that answers the question.
So yeah, welcome to the nerd zone, Shroud.
That's fine. That's fine.
Now, Shroud, did you want an escort to our village?
Yeah, I have no idea where I am.
Oh yeah, if you want to chuck,
I can see you guys. Hold on, turn.
Yeah, if you want to chuck on visible to other players and that, if you go to your map and excuse me, check that on,
So
you can see where you are.
you've played a bit of Valheim, right, bro? You said you played before with your fam. Yeah, chill.
Yeah,
Cool.
played with my siblings.
Oh,
Nice, sweet.
nice.
What the fuck was I going to do?
Something.
I have no idea what I'm doing so far. Oh, you do have a shit ton of stone already. Sweet.
I just got a lot of stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's all good if this is the nerd channel, man. Because in my channel, there's this whole bunch of guys that know a lot about Warhammer,
Nice.
Hey, my
Also
Star
here.
Wars, and all that.
Yeah, well, you've come to the right place.
Yeah, I know a bit about 40k, not very much about fantasy, but
Yeah,
I can
I
hold
know
a
a bit
conversation
about
on it.
both. Yeah, I love both 40k and fantasy.
Wicked.
Sick.
Yeah, Daisy. Oh
don't-
god, there's
don't-
more of us.
Don't trigger Brenton. You just said his happy words. And
Yeah, don't worry, I'm already dicked up from my last game.
Nice.
I think the last time I played this
Yes,
was a
we-
while back, actually.
Yes, we can't keep shitting on the Andros.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like how we'll just manage to bring up 40k like any time. Like when Bono and I were playing Magicka and just went with the Space Marines thing, and just making all the jokes.
Guys,
Shit's
They are-
fun.
I found a
There's
hole.
rumors or... Oh, sorry.
No. I found a hole in the world.
Oh,
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Can you
Oh.
see? Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. You've discovered a tear in reality. I'm gonna roll into it.
I am concerned.
I'm going to touch the void!
avoid of touching.
Yeah.
Touch it.
Now
so,
I'm curious.
Oh, this is where I used to live.
It's look, it's the Immaterium. I'm gonna poke it.
Poke it. What was the
Poke.
rumor you heard?
Oh, so the rumor is that there may be a Total War 40k.
Oh,
I would
I've wanted
love
that. I've wanted that for like forever.
Yeah, I would love that
play
as well.
the ever living crap out of it.
I mean, we're getting Vermintide 40k, so why not?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I mean, you can't. You need the scale of Total War for Space Marines. Total War would be so fucking good. It would
Yeah.
just be. It would just be
Like-
off its tits.
Like the Dawn of War games are fantastic,
Yeah, but
except
they,
for 3.
yeah,
We don't
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
about Dawn of War 3.
they're just not. They can't keep up with what Total War, what Creative Assembly are putting out these days. You know, in terms of like just in terms of scope and sexual provocation and yumminess.
Ah,
What?
yes. Slanesh. Yes, yeah. Yes, you just need to say sexual something, and it's something to do with Slanesh.
He just pokes his head around the door, just like, someone say my name?
It's like, what?
You
I
will.
heard you were talking shit about me.
No, exactly. Someone say my name? You will.
You will. Sorry, Slanesh,
Oh.
not this meeting. You can come back.
What is it?
Yeah.
Is it? any
Oh,
of
is
you
that
seen
Sinch?
speech to talk Warhammer 40k on YouTube? Speak to talk. Oh, I forget what it's called.
No.
The text to speech. If Emperor,
Yeah,
if
text to
Emperor had
speech
text to speech
40k.
device.
Yeah,
I still need
Yeah.
to watch all of that. Yeah, TTS.
that's funny.
GTS is such a good watch.
Mm.
Where was this tear in reality you guys were talking about?
I whacked
He
it.
patched it up.
So good. I just got my Materium.
Oh, I do have food.
Yeah, I touched the realm between worlds, and then Bronson put some dirt on it.
Yeah.
Aww. I wanted to
That'd
see
actually be a hilarious idea for like a story. It's like you find a tear in reality, and then just cover it up with dirt. Just like, we're just gonna leave that.
Just gonna leave
Hope
that.
no one finds it.
We've
It's
got
like,
enough
oh yeah,
bugs.
mate. There's a tear in the fabric of reality underneath my patio.
We have enough bugs in our own games.
Don't touch the time power up.
Don't
It would break everything.
The time power.
That's still my favorite bug
Oh.
from the development of Stellar Deflect, of like the time power up messing, like creating that one sniper star that's been through and just shot you. That shit was fucking hilarious.
Oh man, Stellar Deflect, what a meme. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
Stellar Deflect is still kind of put together with spaghetti and spite, but
Yeah,
that's all game development.
we
It
learned,
is everything is spaghetti and pain.
we learned a many a great thing from that game.
How many bosses have you guys killed? Just asking.
how many bosses.
Like,
Yeah.
Bosses.
we're up to
Uh,
bone mass.
We're up to
Food.
bone mass, yeah. We
Yeah.
still need
Oh.
to get some potions of poison resist going.
Oh,
I was at that
shit.
green one, eh? That's
Yeah.
That's Grimgore. What's
I
up,
ha-
man?
I have
Welcome to our
one.
village, bro.
Put some dirt in my tear in reality.
I mean-
Ew, that doesn't sound
Yeah.
sanitary.
Nice beard.
I am Grimgor the Viking. No, fuck.
Hell yeah.
And it looks like you're wearing
Right.
an iron hide.
Oh yes!
There's a reference that I'm missing.
is the green?
That's how I felt for the
is that-
past 2 hours.
So you guys are up to like the third boss then? That green slime thing?
Yes.
Slime boy.
Oh, that's the one I was up to with my siblings.
Oh.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, nice.
Perfect.
God, yeah.
That's the universe.
Yeah,
man.
brilliant.
It has its ways.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh,
Um,
sweet.
I'm going to do something for the first time in like an hour and cook some stuff, and then
What to do
um,
with
might start on a
452
smithy.
coins?
whoa,
you can place it in our vault.
Tiny, what's
Go.
What to do with
wait,
452
Tiny,
coins?
what's this? What's this?
I was
What's this?
gonna build it because I was trying to flatten everything to the same height. Did you want to keep that as like an actual passageway?
Yeah, I was thinking we could maybe even
Sweet.
build like a little bridge over, or like have a little archway and make this like an old medieval passage. and
Yeah, if you want, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, have like a bit of an actual like architectural bridge, like the
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called, but that bridge in Venice.
Yeah. I've been there.
Oh really?
Yeah, I have. There's like a little nice
That's awesome.
shop that sells like books and wallets, and I have a
Hell
book
yeah.
from there. I think.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. That I write regicide notes in. Funnily enough.
Make it.
Sorry, Tanya. I feel like
No.
we can use it to level. I am worried that of the straightness of what is happening here. It's all a bit.
Look, we can.
Don't worry, I'm here. It can never be too straight.
Oh!
Lesbian. Alright, see you in a bit, Daisy.
See you, Days.
What the fuck was I going to build?
Oh, is it too naughty to get a burger in, guys? Would that be naughty? That'd be pretty.
I don't know, man. It's your body.
I know. I'm just trying to get you guys to justify my things for me. It's the classic thing. I've realized that I do it a fair bit actually. Something I'm working on. I think we all do it as humans, but where you know the right answer to something, but you keep asking someone else just so that they can make the decision for you. I'm trying not to do it. I'm trying not to do it now because like I often just know I'm just gonna trust my gut, and that's why I'm ordering a burger.
Sometimes you just need to trust your gut, and that's why I'm filling my gut with something bad.
Very, very bad. Yes. Precisely.
I'm rewarding my gut for its critical thinking by putting something bad in it.
Yes. Good gut. Num num num. No.
I like the cut of your jib gut. Here, have a burger.
Like the cut of your
Cut of
jib.
your
I love
jib.
that quote. Love that quote.
Or as Steven said it in the original promo for Cable, which I watched today when I was updating the website. I don't like the cut of your clothes you're wearing, you loser dweeb meister. Chase your dreams. Yes, like
Exactly.
chase those dreams. Because that's
Yep.
how you do it.
Alright.
Chase them, even if you need a torch and a pitchfork.
Gotta chase your feelings like wah wah.
Tanya, I just feel like I've just messed up your shit.
How?
I feel like you had a system that was beautiful.
Nah.
And I've kind of just
That's fine.
just ramshackle Jackson my way in here. Just...
At the very least,
Don't
I
you
will
go
get.
ramming your shackle anywhere, sir.
At the very least, Bruno, I'll get the smithy, the forge part going.
Yeah.
Because the main thing was I was sort of trying to keep it aligned and leveled with the house.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I get you.
but there's things we can do to make it look good and make it sort of work with the design of Oakenheim.
Yeah. I think this is straight enough. This warehouse here to be parallel with this, even though it's
I'll-
not perfect.
I'll be honest, a bit of it is also OCD on my end because I'm like, no, things must be like ordered and neat
I'm
and
the same.
shit like that.
I'm the same.
Because we can have it.
Things.
I think we should make sure it's lined up with this, like, you know, our original sort of like guiding points that we made in here
Yeah.
back
Yeah.
in Oakenheim 2.
Yeah.
Oakenheim Jr.?
Yeah.
Like, just make it in line with this pole.
Yeah, no, actually, that's a good point. I'm
Yeah,
happy to do
'cause-
that.
Yeah, because like.
Well, because
the
the
farm-
path
the
is pretty
farm-
much down that way anyway, so...
Yeah, exactly. Because like the farm lines up with this perfectly, and the tavern is off to that side. It's kind of doing its own thing. It's not aligned, but it's still on like a compass point.
Yeah.
The house is aligned with this one, and the warehouse can be aligned with that one.
Yeah.
All roads lead to Oakenheim Jr.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Agreed.
All right.
We can
Let's
always
build a
shoot on
mother-
the Andros.
Why is this?
Yeet.
Yeah. Why is this patch of land been cultivated?
Oh, the one just outside the meadery?
No, this one here in front of the house. Who
I
has
don't
done
know.
this?
My
Oh,
bad.
jeez. Okay.
My bad.
Alright, cool.
You ever just
First
accidentally
one,
invoke the power of a god? hate it when that happens.
One day you're just working hard in your Viking village, next minute you're just invoking the power of Eikthyr!
Yeah. It's like, oh man, not again.
Nice and peaceful.
One
Come
in
on,
five
bird.
Vikings, you
Help
know?
me chop to there.
Cyrus wants to jump in too, I believe.
Yeah, Cyrus, you can
Oh,
jump
yeah.
in.
Yeah, send him
Welcome to hop in.
and we'll have the gang.
Get our favourite Scotsman in.
Oi, laddie!
Oh, caring too much.
I've blown things up. Bombs are great. Tell
Hey.
them back with me dog.
What's the fucking deal with like the stereotype that the Scots always are like the explosive experts? It's either a Scot or a Russian. That's like
What makes me a good demo
I was
man?
just
Well, if I were a bad demo man,
Demo,
I wouldn't be sitting here discussing it with you, now would I?
there you go. Hey Barry, Valheim's good. Yeah, we're just
Hey, Barry,
getting
welcome.
the gang back together.
Yeah, and just nerding out over shit for the last hour.
One wayward pinch of potassium
Potassium
chloride,
chloride.
one crossed wire,
Wire.
one and a twitch.
Twitch!
And
complete! Oh, they're going to have to glue you back together.
And how?
Fuck,
I love Demo, man.
He's so fucking good.
What is this red?
It's Team Fortress 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though I never got that much into TF2, besides like chatting about it with a mate and playing the fucking Mario Kart map.
Mario
not
Kart
Valheim. The superior version. Yeah, yeah, that was like really famous. You ever watched Team Fabulous?
No.
Oh my god, watch it, both versions. It's very famous SFM and then later reanimated version called Team Fabulous 2. which is an absolute batshit meme fest, and a lot of it takes place on the Mario Kart map. It's just like a very popular map to fuck around in. It was good fun. Like I never got into very seriously, but I fucking love the design of the characters in that. Like I still go back and watch the Meet the Team videos like pretty regularly. Because if you've ever heard us reference Bruno, like he's like, no, I'm not crazy gunman, Dad. I'm an assassin. Well, the difference being one is a job and the other is mental sickness.
I'll be honest with you, my parents do not care for it.
And it's like,
I think his mate saw me.
yes,
he did.
Which is hilarious. Fun fact: the sniper, despite being like the Aussie in the game, is not actually Australian. He's Kiwi. Also, for some reason in the TF2 lore, New Zealand is like Atlantis. I shit you not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because because Jacinta's ascending, isn't?
Why
isn't
can't
she?
I open this door?
Yeah, she's actually ascending relative to New Zealand. The whole place is sinking down. She's just staying in the same spot.
Yo.
Ascension by descension into the ocean. Whoa, what is? Whoa, there's some trippy fog.
I'm capable of opening doors.
It's Cyrus!
Oh, it's Cyrus!
Hey,
It's me.
Hello.
I can't open doors, so I'm kind of stuck.
Oh.
You just did.
Hi.
You
Oh.
tripper. Just walk through it.
Oh,
Yeah.
there, now
yeah.
it's open.
Oh yeah, you're like lagging through the door and shit.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, just close the door and you walk through it like, hey, what's up?
It's me.
That's
Oh my god, someone clip that, please. Just the phases through a door. Hey, what's up?
So
That it comes back around. TF2, just the poke in the head. Yo, what's up?
Basically, kind of a big deal.
Cyrus, meet my our boy Shroud, Cyrus.
Hi,
Hey, what's up,
Cyrus.
Shroud?
Hello,
You got a
other
nice
Scotsman.
voice. Well,
know.
you're Scottish?
No.
Oh,
But I know a Scotsman.
oh okay. You
Yeah.
got me excited for a sec.
Ah.
And all Scottish
He's a bit closer to our side of the planet.
That's my secret,
Oh,
Captain.
no.
Alright.
I've always
one.
been Scottish.
Scottish Hulk is a thing I would love to see.
I am Scottish Hulk.
Yes, Cyrus. Fuck
So
yeah.
what I'm hearing is I need to see you at like Comic-Con dressed up as Hulk
Yes.
What's a kilt on?
Yep.
with a kilt on and a fucking Guinness in your head.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
that is a fucking amazing idea.
Fuck yeah.
What other Scotsman things should I add to it? A big plate of haggis.
Yeah.
Yep. Bagpipes on your back.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be a
instead of
force
doing, like,
to be
the-
reckoned with.
Yeah, instead of doing like the Hulk like thunderclap thing, you just blow through the bagpipes with such immense force that it shatters everything around you.
It shatters the fabric between dimensions.
Yes. Well, to quote one of my
Shatters
favorite
space and time.
to quote one of my you say that, it's actually not that ridiculous. One of my favorite batshit comic moments of all time is that time when Hulk punched time.
Hulk punch time?
Yeah. He punched time.
How does that work out?
I don't know.
I'm assuming you went.
It just does.
You're the
Punched Kronos.
scientist. Come on.
Wait, I gotta watch
Exactly.
this.
That's what's hilarious is how I love
don't
comics and it's so
know.
batshit. Like one of my favorite superheroes ever is the Flash, and he just says "fuck you" to all physics. He just flies by at like faster than the speed of light, flipping you off millions of times an nanosecond. Like he does not care about physics.
Controversial. I think the Flash's costume is real lame.
Which one?
The red boy.
I would agree. Tons of his costumes have been lame, but I love some of them.
They're just red boy. It's like red.
What?
Red.
Oh.
red with the-
Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
It's a red boy with the zappy ears. You know.
Yeah. I love
So you
that.
mean the current incarnation?
Yeah, that's lame.
Yeah.
Sauce.
I mean,
Maybe
it's
I
not
should
as
get
bad as
Crab
what was the
Game.
name? What was the name of the first one?
Hmm?
What was the name of the first canonical Flash who had like the metal hat?
Jay Garrick.
Yeah, J.K. It says
Yes,
a
yeah,
freaking
Golden
metal
Age.
hat.
Golden Age Flash, yeah. Whereas that's actually fun is that he originally wasn't like by the Speed Force or anything. He was actually gifted his powers by the god Mercury.
Hmm.
Yeah, Hence, like the wings on the hat, because it's like the winged foot of Mercury,
Yeah.
which then became the lightning bolts in the Silver Age.
I mean, at least he got his powers legitimately, they were legitimately gifted to him. Unlike Kratos, who freaking just slices the legs off. What's his name?
Fuck Hermes.
Hermes. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That is so ridiculous. Like that's why I don't like when comics like try to be too serious. Like sometimes it's good, but too often, especially movie adaptations, try to take it like that's like how comics are or how the stories should be, where they're really serious. Like no, comics are campy and goofy and have so much cheese. They have more cheese than Switzerland. Like that's what's fun. Cheese is nice.
I like cheese.
We love cheese.
That's not what my girlfriend said to me.
No, bad Bronson.
Good Bronson.
Third, if you're watching, get a newspaper and bap him on the head.
How dare it?
All right, more cheese than all of Europe. I just thought it was Swiss because for some reason I have an obsession with Switzerland. Also because fondue.
Oh, fondue.
Fondue is like a top tier level of cheese. Also Emmental. I love Emmental.
You know what else?
Which-
You know
I'll
what
be
other
right back.
cheese is really good?
Alright,
Right.
CSRs.
What?
The other cheese that's really good is Wensleydale.
Wensleydale.
Bloody postman Pat, come round.
That bloody Marjorie, blows penis at the door.
Bloody Marjorie, come round to me like, say hello. Come put penis at the door. That's
Come
it.
around, cup tea, cup Wensleydale,
Yeah,
bloody penis at the door.
come round like, she said to me like,
Comes around, bloody Todger.
bloody old Todger Jimmy Bags comes round, rag and bone man like, and he says, alright, how are you? And I'm like, oh yeah, alright. So we come back like with bloody Marjorie, cup of biscuits at Wensleydale, cheese like. And I'm like, alright.
Penis in dough.
And then bloody, wouldn't believe it, bloody come around like, put penis in dough.
Fucking hell.
And it bloody crumbles like Belvita. With...
And like that. And like that, we've lost Obex.
Welcome to the Regicide Collective, Shroud.
Yeah, no, this is about close to my channel, yeah. This is about close.
Oh,
But it's
fuck.
a bit more like, I don't know, how do I say? I want to say a bit more dark. I would say a bit more, I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably accurate. I don't know.
Oh hell.
We say some
fuck.
some pretty curse. As I've said on the show before, the Regicide Collective.
Collective.
The Regicide.
The regicide colonoscopy.
The Regicide Glock Cocktive. The Regicide Collective is not responsible for the Regicide Collective.
Fair enough.
Now, Bruno, I told you to have our beer, right? You haven't had more than that, have you? Or you just cooked on one?
just the one, mate. I was born cooked.
Well done,
Oh,
like a
gotcha.
nice juicy steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Can we hang on?
There's
Just
2 aisles only dedicated
let's-
to cheese.
Let's
Oh,
refresh.
day 100.
You little bitch, get over here! I'm gonna slap your cheeks off. Fucking god.
Talking to the cart.
Can we just you motherfucker? Okay, guys, let's regroup. What are we doing?
Let's.
Who's doing what? Let's get a
No
bit
fucking clue.
Let's.
I am
wondering
still doing the
aimlessly.
foundations of the smithy.
All right, let's get some. Well, let's get some gamer. Let's get our gamer faces on. All right, so
Ooh, I just had a cool idea.
do you need stone for the splodge?
For the forge, yes.
You need more stone.
I will not say no to more stone.
Okay, so you need more stone. We'll probably need wood to build these buildings, right?
We'll
Yeah,
need
it's fair
wood
to
for the
that.
walls and for the roof, but for the floor and like the base of the walls, stone is the main thing.
Yeah.
All right, stone.
Yeah.
So
Stone the crows. I had an idea though.
Mhm.
Instead of leveling all this out, we could level it perhaps to maybe to where this is. I'm not sure. Like level that at some point, but have like this side going along. So there's like a basement. Like the basement is like the front door would be here, and like the basement level is ground floor here, but then the ground's higher on the side, and so you come into like the second story from this side.
I see what.
So
That
the
would be
top,
awesome, yeah.
the top could be like all the proper like storage. It's just like some like catwalks along the top with all the chests along the side, and the bottom is like the unloading dock.
Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna bring back stone.
And it can be like a garage where you just like put shit tons of carts in there.
I have a
You know
slot
the
key.
classic like
Useful.
Batman fighting goons in a warehouse sort of warehouse where it's like big open floor. Exactly, big open floor on the ground, and then has like the catwalks around the edges and stuff like that.
That sounds sick.
That sort of thing.
Alright, what I'm gonna do,
Cyrus and...
while I think of it...
Sorry, Cyrus and Shroud, do you want to come get rocks with me, or do you guys doing your own thing? What do you got planned?
I will watch you from afar.
Do your thing.
Okay.
I will watch you from afar.
I rate that.
That's right. I was getting coal. I actually recently finished
Wait,
like
who's
the
who? I'm
DLC of
checking
Arkham City because I replayed Arkham City and hadn't actually played the DLC. I finished
Boo.
it. It was fun.
No.
Well,
Neither have I.
when I
Neither
first
have
played it as a kid, I couldn't buy the DLC myself.
Yeah. No,
I
I'm
gotta-
kidding. I haven't played the DLC either. My brother has though.
Nice, it's very fucking
Batman
good.
fan.
So I have now installed Arkham Knight. so
Okay,
you can
here's
play
the
that.
Scotsman. He is
Yep.
on my head.
Yeah.
No, he's not. Now he's trying to fight me. What are you
Yeah,
trying
sounds
to
about right.
Moldy for? A Scotsman and a Moldy having a fight. I don't know how that's
Yeah,
gonna go.
exactly. I love, especially with Arkham Knight, where one of like the things where you can like, well, I call them executions because my brain always goes to Shadow of Mordor, but like the button the attack you do with
knockdowns.
Y and B, yeah, the knockdowns.
Oh yeah,
Um,
the knockouts or the knockdowns
Knockout.
or whatever.
yeah, where one of them Arkham Knight, if the Batmobile's nearby, you fucking uppercut them so high that they go like a meter into the air and then get shot with the fucking cannon. And I was like,
Yep.
they're dead from the uppercut. Any uppercut that throws someone into the air that high has just broken their neck. Like,
Ant-Man's is dead.
yeah, it's like it's comic logic. It's like how what's an anime where like an average
Mm.
person is someone who can like tank a shot to the ribs from like a fucking sledgehammer or something. It's like
Oh, so
My
you
Hero
mean
Academia.
it's like bloody Mortal Kombat logic, where you can
Yeah.
suffer like a massive killing blow and then just get back
Yeah.
up and
Yeah,
fight
it's like,
normal.
oh, my health bar's not down yet. Dust.
Like an arrow through the nuts.
Yeah, exactly.
an
Like
arrow through the nuts.
yeah, like getting stabbed in the eyes or having your spine broken in different
Or
places.
literally getting
Yeah.
shot in the head.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Cassie
headshot,
Cage.
right to the brain.
Cassie Cage like rupturing your crotch and then shooting you in the head. And he's like, no, I'm alright.
Oh, yeah, that's
I'll
supposed
walk
to
it
be you,
off.
Drone.
It's like Silverfang in One Punch Man, who is like ostensibly a normal dude who's just like is really good at martial arts, gets hit with this guy who like punched so hard a grazing hit blew off a guy's arm, gets punched full on through like into a wall, and he says, that fixed my shoulder. It's just classic anime hilarious bullshit. I love it. Or like I'm just taking all the anime references. My Hero Academia, like Izuku Midoriya, ostensibly normal dude, besides when he's activating his superpowers, durability wise, gets like slammed into a fucking bus, and it's so hard it moves the bus, and he's like, yeah, I'm fine.
Do you want me to sum up every anime ever?
Sure.
He's gonna use his fire powers. Little does he know that I have a fire resistance spell that will stop his fire powers. He might be thinking that I'm gonna use his fire powers, so I'm gonna use an anti-fire resistance potion. He might be thinking I'm gonna use a fire anti-resistance potion to stop my fire resistance from my fire attack. I'm gonna use an anti-fire resistance potion. 3 episodes later. I hit him with my fireball, but he anticipated my fire resistance potion, anti-resistant potion to the fireball. So, I've used a lightning strike, but little did he know that I shadowed it with my shadow demon thing. Ha! Your shadow demon actually activated my shadow demon fire resistance triple combo trap card. Oh no!
It's kind of how it goes, right?
Yeah,
That is
something like that.
yeah, that sums it up really well.
I love and hate anime. Like, I love them so much. Like, I watch them and I'm like, oh, they're so good. And then I hit a point where I'm like, this is stupid, I hate it. Like I was watching Reincarnated as a Slime, and I'm like, this show's great, really funny,
I didn't watch that.
really good. And then the ogres evolved when you give them a name because they're like character NPCs in an MMO, right? And
That's adorable.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a brilliant concept. But they went from being these like badass looking ogres to all having tits and being all cutesy. And I was like, why? would you reverse Charizard into Charmander and give it tits when it levels up? No, you wouldn't. So why, anime? Sorry, I'm a little triggered about this. But...
That's the thing. I think not everything falls into that. Like, I would say My Hero doesn't exactly, because it keeps like the goofy fun shit about anime while still like being serious and even lampshading some of the stuff. Like, I love how they gave like a pretty solid explanation as to like the whole like yelling the name of your attack thing.
Yeah.
Where it's actually like,
it's cool.
A, it's fear factor. Oh, are you vomiting everywhere?
Yeah.
A, it's fear factor, and B, it's like as like assurance to watch out. Assurance to like the civilians around you to like instill hope and like literally going into the drama how a lot of the job is being performative.
Yeah.
And I love how they actually lampshade that. Talking about anime berry. But like,
Anime.
where the fuck was I going with this? I love how you say that. It's like the outsmarting each other for like seasons on end.
Yeah.
Where it's like there is literally that lone line from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's like, you may have outsmarted me, but I outsmarted your outsmarting.
Yeah, it's like
it's literally that.
Just freaking Joseph Joestar going, I know what you're about to say next. You're about to say this. His opponent says that. What?
Yeah, it's like your next line is. I actually love how I've seen an explanation of that where it's like, he's American, so he's seeing it because he reads left to right, not right to left. He sees the line early before they say it.
Yeah.
I need to watch some JoJo. I haven't seen any of it. I once had a mate of mine. I think this is about up to like the 4th season or so had come out, and I had my mate explain it to me in the space of like one long conversation of me just sitting there and listening, and it was one of the most strange, one could say bizarre, experiences of my life. I was just sitting there and it's like, see, he takes over the body of his enemy's grandfather. Yep. He's, okay. Sure, why not?
Wait, they can summon ghost powers?
It's like, there's ghosts? Wait, what happened to Hamon? When did that stop being a thing? Do we just ignore that?
Tashi's fucking sick.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. I should. I also have a mate who I'm pretty sure is up to date on One Piece.
It's not real.
That's something I don't get is One Piece.
Yeah, it's just the fucking like the heaviest like I feel no man. That thing looks at person who's up to date with One Piece. It scares me. Like, do a backflip.
I ain't talking about that freak. He's not here, is he?
I can actually. Yeah, I used to be able to do a decent scout voice. I can't do it perfectly anymore.
I couldn't do it with One Piece because I was just like,
yeah.
It's like
I've seen
went to fight, and Cyrus, you feisty boy. What are you? You're such a little feisty man. You're like a little. Nippy.
He's living his best life. He's just going around collecting flowers.
It's just
it's like me in Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I was just like, you know what? Fuck this like battle between the great powers of the world.
Powers, come follow my precious.
Fuck this battle between like secret societies governing the entire outcome of like the world and all of its citizens. I'm gonna collect pressed flowers so I can get nice colors for my costumes. I legit did that just because I was like, oh, I want like the black colors for the outfit.
Someone take my stone. Oh, what the hell? My stone's gone flying. Okay.
Yeah. I don't. That's like, I'm not sure if he is anymore.
Physics don't necessarily make sense.
That's the thing, Lychee. I know he was up to date with it at one point. It may have been a while. I've only seen one of the movies, which I did really enjoy, to be fair, because it actually had a really great like lampshading, just dumb shit. Whereas like one of my things I do really like about anime in general, and one of the things I think My Hero does best out of all the things that it does well, is like taking cool ideas for powers that are like really strange, but making them useful anyway. Well, My Hero is just fucking full of them, but the one I'm thinking of is there's a lady in one of the One Piece movies whose power is that she can touch someone and absorb their luck. and so it makes them unlucky, but makes her like can get like so lucky just nothing can happen to her. And like so during the end fight, she goes around and touches every single one of her goons, and so all the goons get the shit kicked out of them, but they cannot do anything to her because they just fall on their faces constantly. And then they're in a casino thing, right? The whole thing is based around gold. Like in the main bad guy's abilities, they can control
Is the
gold.
whole place made out of gold and it's on a giant ship
Yes.
made out of gold? Yeah, I've
Yep.
seen that movie.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
For your sheepish powers, I like gold.
Straight up. Yeah, and so what they end up doing is that like a character goes off screen for a bit, and they come back, and what they end up doing is get this massive line of like lottery machines, or like slot machines rather, and they get her to trigger them all by accident. And so she uses up all of her luck by getting like 24 of them to all cash out, and then they just punch her. They just defeat her that way because she pulls off something like so insanely impossible it uses up all the luck she'd absorbed, and then she's defenseless. I was like, that's fucking hilarious and a really interesting use of a really cool like power idea and making it actually relevant. It's like Deadpool 2 where they're just like, lucky, that's not a superpower, and proceed to show, fuck yeah it is. So yeah, I love that shit. I love like silly powers that end up actually being used in a really cool way and end up actually being cool.
Alrighty, I'm at a point with the sorry, just to quickly interject.
Nice.
I'm at a point with leveling the terrain for the smithy that I can start actually laying foundations and building. So
Do you need stone and wood?
I need predominantly stone now.
Because me and the boys have been smashing up the woods. I mean,
nice.
We'll come bring you some.
Boys.
Get off the fucking cunt. Oh.
Fucking earth man.
Sorry, excuse me.
Do we have a stone cutter nearby that I can
What
borrow?
terrible language. I'm so sorry.
I think it's in. Yeah, I think it might be inside here. Actually, no, I had it somewhere. I'm not sure where it's ended up. Might be in the lighthouse, perhaps. I should have no idea.
Look, knowing Bronson, it probably is in the lighthouse.
Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, like, and another thing, my hero is like doing powers that are like impressive and strong, but like also doing them in an interesting way. Like the whole setup is that Midoriya like inherits this power that's like way too strong for his body to handle. And so whenever he uses it at full power, he like breaks his entire arm. Like literally the very first time he ever uses it, he jumps and throws one punch. He destroys this colossal building-sized robot with a single punch to the face, but he also nearly dies by falling to the ground and has broken both his legs and his entire right arm, just by jumping and punching. So what he ends up doing is realizes, okay, if I can only use it at all or nothing, I can decide what part of my body I use it with. And so he basically does a thing where like he can create a lot of power by like flicking his finger and just using it with one finger. And so he basically has like a system of ammo with his fingers. And that's such an interesting use of a cool power. And it's like across the series, he slowly gets better and better at using that power and like all the different things it can do. And they also just do interesting things of like, yeah, he can punch really hard, but you can do lots of things with just being able to punch really hard. Like creating massive waves of air pressure and things like that for ranged attacks and shit. Like, it's fucking sick. And like there's one character who can make explosions and manages to do so fucking much with that. Like, he's mobile, he has long range attacks, he can make like a scattergun or an autocannon, piercing shots, like, but also having really good like world building and balance to it in that like they still act like physical abilities and have limits and they can train to make them better and use them creatively and like get over their own like thoughts and preconceived notions about how they use their powers to become better. And there's tons of stuff about like the psychology of being superheroes and supervillains. It's a very fucking good show. Which I need to catch up on because I'm like partway through the most recent season and it just got to like a really good emotional moment and I'm like haven't caught up with it again.
Yeah, right.
Yes. What the fuck am I doing? I still haven't done anything. It's like I can't multitask that well, especially not when I get like onto something that like makes me hyper focus really easily. Like I just can't like functionally do anything else at the same time. It's like recently when I've just been like making D&D characters and stuff like that. I was like, oh look at that, it's 2 a.m.
That's okay. It's kinda
And just can't do anything else.
It's good. It's kind of like listening to like a podcast.
Yeah, that's what I feel like could do. That's maybe that's what I should go for with my sci-fi nights and stuff like that. Just lean into basically being a podcast with a game in the background.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that's one of the things I like about the Game Grumps is that like when they're not being like crazy bonkers people like we can be as well. There's like the moments where they just like have interesting chats and the game is more of a backdrop and like a thing to account for dead air rather than the actual focus. Tell me how the grass tastes, little man.
Tell me how the grass tastes, little man.
I would try and like put more effort into that, but I can feel my voice getting really dry. So if someone could redeem a hydrate real quick, so I can justify going out to my car to get my drink bottle because I left it in there yesterday.
You need it. You can just do it.
Yeah, I am gonna just go do it. That's what I was doing. I need coal. This whole time I've been trying to make a forge, which I'm sure we have the stuff for, but I just haven't done. I'll make a forge and then I'll go my drink bottle. And given I've been out in the car and it's cold night tonight, that shit it's gonna be like that amazing like fucking night water, which is like, oh, thank you everyone, thank you. I'm gonna fucking chug that whole bottle.
Chug.
Yo, Fives, what's good, man?
I'm actually very good at chugging because I'm like obsessed with iced tea for whatever reason. And I have once chugged from start to finish an entire 1.25 liter bottle of iced tea.
Holy tits!
It was a mistake because
that wasn't at Swinburne, was it?
I attempted it at Swinburne, yeah, but failed because someone made me laugh. I got so close.
If that was me, I'm both sorry and not sorry.
No, it wasn't you. But like at the same time, I was like, no, I know I can do this. I got so close, and so I attempted it again one time on my birthday, and so the bottle had been in the fridge, and I was like, okay, I don't want to drink it when it's right out of the fridge, so I left it out for a bit, but not long enough. So I chugged the whole thing, and I just like felt my core temperature drop by like 3 degrees, where I was just like, I was shivering for the next 5 minutes, and it felt awful.
Do ice, guys.
Yeah, it's like that's why you don't chug a 1.25 liters of very cold liquid. Yeah, it was wild.
I would do that right now. It's
yes,
hot.
I see. Yeah. I actually finally I went shopping yesterday, and finally got some iced tea for the first time in a while. Because I hadn't had it in like a month. And then I got some, it's like, iced tea.
So good.
Oh shit, Daisy, that's not good. Yeah, because you said your stomach was feeling weird earlier. Did you eat something bad, perhaps?
Daisy, were you being a splodge again?
Why is there an Eldar trophy out here?
Well, we said tell us how the grass tastes. That didn't mean to go eat it. That's not good for you. It's like cats. It makes them sick.
Whereabouts are you, Bruno?
I was in the woods and I just
being a
found
splodge goblin.
An elder goblin. Fuck. I don't know where I am.
I am going to sleep.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to sleep run.
I am going to go to sleep and
Oh yeah, I think maybe they have fixed it because I just freeze in the animation now. It still looks funny.
I hope not.
Oh, good. I'm going to bed.
I'm gonna go get my drink bottle. Everyone else can explain to Daisy what a splodge goblin is.
Oh, I thought you meant in game. You mean you're heading off, Shroud?
In real life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sweet. No worries. Hey, fucking Grey Dwarfs. Massive
yeah,
shout out to yeah, thank you. A massive shout out to Shroud. Guys, check him out. He's an absolute legend. Check out his channel. Drop a follow. And
I move furniture.
I need to make sure it's the right number of S's.
check out his channel. Big fan. Send him some love. And me and Shroud will be streaming again next Wednesday. Yeah. For Warhammer. For the tournament, next round will continue. So I'll see you then, bro. Take it easy, man. Thanks so much for coming on today.
1 sec.
Yeah, man.
Finding your thing.
You guys all have a good night and nice meeting you all. And I am going to bed after moving so much furniture.
Yeah, valid.
It sounded like a lot. Good luck with that. And
Like
good on you.
moving king-size beards, queen-size beards. I don't know what the big beards,
Damn.
big furniture.
Bigfoot. Strong
Yeah,
man.
I'm just making sure I'm spelling your name right.
Catch you all later.
Alright, see you,
Toodles.
Shroud. Peace.
Bye, have a great time.
Actually, it looks like Darkest Dungeon.
Oh, the soundboard's back.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
Fantastic.
Check
Oh,
out,
you're talking about what's it called?
check out
Tainted
Shroud,
Grail.
guys. Check out
No,
our
you're
guy.
talking about that game, card
drop
game I
him a
play.
love,
Well, the
some
yeah, the
follow.
Witcher
Wait,
one. I thought.
yeah.
They're sick
Yeah,
guys.
drop him a love, give him some follow.
All of that. Alright.
Oh.
Where am I? Where is everyone else? What are you doing, Cyrus?
Oh, that sucks, Daisy. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully
What
you're coming
happened?
down with something. I said I'm not feeling well since the night. I was not drinking booze or anything, but last night I was just falling asleep. I woke up when I almost threw up. Yeah, maybe food poisoning. That rings a lot of bells with times that I've got food
I
poisoning.
personally blame Bruno and our Dawn of War game.
His Necron plays made you sick.
You know, we all needed.
And we're disgusting.
We all needed to finish that game. It had to end
look.
somehow.
Alright, I will be back. I'm gonna go grab my drink bottle.
Alright.
Alright.
Where's my favorite Scotsman? Where is he at? Oh, don't tell my relatives I said that.
Oh no. They've written me out of the will.
Written me out the will. I'll never inherit that castle in Edinburgh. Are you there, Cyrus?
Cyrus, what are you doing, you splodge?
Oh my god, I've been muted this entire time.
Yes. Splodge goblin.
I've been talking, I'm like, why the fuck is no one answering? Am I not funny? Are they just... Okay, I'll just be quiet, I guess. I'll pick flowers. I made so many jokes, I was just fucking... I was so self-conscious, I was like, oh my fuck, I'm...
No, man, I couldn't hear you at all. I just thought you went real quiet. I was like, this is out of character.
Yeah, I had to talk to someone on the phone, so I'm muted, but I guess I forgot to unmute.
Look, in fairness, Bruno has done that a good number of times before.
Literally, like, at least 3 times every stream, for sure.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Well, welcome back, Cyrus.
Oh, thank you.
Oh man. You're back.
Yeah, I was just picking flowers and getting stoned.
Sounds like you were picking flowers and getting stoned.
Drug jokes. Funny.
I also thought you were ignoring me because you were asking who dropped that statue thing. I was like, oh yeah, I dropped that earlier. And you asked again and again. I was like, fuck, alright then, I guess.
Just take an elder trophy into the woods and just
Yeah.
just
I ran
drop-
out of the weight thingy, so I was like, shit, I need to drop stuff.
Oh man, what a meme.
Oh dear.
You're gonna go, Bruno's neck was legit, so was Tiny's. It's just that they had to join their forces. Yeah, no, because Daisy's so good. Because Daisy was smashed.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Look, I think if anything, Daisy, take it as a sign of your defense was so impeccable that Bronson and I literally had to team up on you to get through.
And there's no other way.
Hey, Cyrus. Don't mind me. Just sleeping.
Why don't I keep running in my sleep anymore?
Oh, sorry.
Why am
Yeah,
I
no.
frozen?
Oh, okay, man.
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
Alright,
The
thanks.
only thing that moves is my
Sorry,
head.
I tried to click back into the game without doing anything, and it was like, oh, I'll middle click.
Are you good?
No! I need help!
I'm gonna leave you to do your own thing, man. Hey, Obex, don't go in there, that guy's tripping.
Man, you're
What's happened to
What's up, man?
Tiny?
Sits down in front of me. I'm in.
It's story time.
It's
You wanna
Tiny.
tell
Bruno,
us what's been
come
happening?
join story time in Tany's room.
Alright, I'm coming. Let me
No, he's
bring-
not allowed.
Oh, fuck. Boy. No.
How did I turn back
Yeah.
around?
I hope you're feeling better soon, Daisy. We'll send.
There's only enough room on the bed for two.
prayers. Oh,
Ah, they can sit at the back.
But I want a little bit of a snuggy snuggle.
A little bit snug.
No.
I want a little,
But also,
a little cheeky,
hot fucking
little, a little
Yeah, hot fucking damn. Night water just hits different, you know?
What is not?
There's
Oh
no
my
water.
god, yeah. It's like
Night
what,
water.
What is with that? Why is it like in the morning you're like, oh, I have a bit of water, you know, freshen up, and in the day you're like, oh, I have a few glasses, I'm a bit thirsty. Fucking wake up at 2 in the morning, it's like, I want to drink the ocean!
Yeah, and you drink it, and it's just like, oh yeah.
Yeah, give me that sweet night water, bro.
Fucking good. Yeah, and like, so I've got my drink bottle, which is one of these little insulated metal affairs. But like, even then, it's not perfectly insulated. And so, having left it out in my car, like, since yesterday, and it being cold night tonight, it's just like the cold just seeps into it in just like a different way. And it's just, yes. It's like the whole bottle is cold, and like it's just like that metallic cold, but it doesn't taste metallic.
Bruno,
that
Bruno,
night
you gonna come join us for story time?
You gonna hurry the fuck up? Huh?
That night water is just.
I don't have that. Oh, damn. I don't have
You fucking, you smoky goblin bastards. What are you doing? Hey!
You know what it is?
Story time.
You know what it is, Vex? You know what night water is?
What?
It's good soup.
Good soup.
Good soup.
Good soup.
Hey, Tani.
No, you bastard!
Don't worry. I'll make room for you. I'll make room.
Hang on.
Fine then.
Let's just.
Hey!
There we go.
Alright.
Watch
We're
it.
all
It's
ready.
over, Scotsman. I have the high ground.
Right, we're all ready for story time?
I'm ready. I'm ready, Papa.
Alright.
Get high.
Our story begins.
Give me a second. I'm not ready.
Oh god, fucking damn it! Sans, what
I
are you doing
have
here?
the high ground.
Oh wow. Good soup.
Good soup.
Thanks, Sans.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sans, you told that story last week.
anyone who bloody kills the cow lady that gives you muffins is a bad person, and I don't care
Yeah.
a damn what anyone thinks about it.
The only good
bug is a dead bug.
Oh.
All right,
Are you
let's.
calling Toriel a bug?
No.
Toriel's a babe. That's what she is.
Space Marine! Space Marine! Space Marine!
That's my favorite ones. Are just the Space Marine before he gets his head curb stomped.
Space
Yeah. I just love in that Space Marine's head. It's just shut up. Bang.
It's over, Obex. I have the high. Oh.
Yeah, just stack up.
Shut the fuck up, Ian Roast.
Hang on, here we go. There we go. Oh.
Ow!
How much time?
Fucking grunty. That's actually a good question. If we were like Banjo-Kazooie era, like collectathon characters with those noises, what would our like dialogue noises be?
Yeah, that's a good question.
We should fucking make that at some point.
Yeah, I feel like Cyrus would be like ha ho ha hey ho ho ha ooh I like that.
Yeah.
And
I was like, I love it. Have you guys seen that video of a bunch of geckos like eating? I can't remember what it was. It was eating something sweet. Where it's just dubbed over with every single gecko tongue poke being the Yoshi noise.
Yeah.
It is wonderful.
It's got bloody what was it? I can't remember the name of the zone in Super Mario World, but it's got that music.
I would.
I just love the doom 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 doom. Like I can't fucking remember what it is, but it's just like that Yoshi song. I think it's from I think it's from Yoshi's Island. But when Yoshi makes the noise, it just keeps on screaming. That shit's fucking hilarious.
Oh, by the way, Tani, all your rocks are in here, bro, in the little shack.
Roger.
You've just been Rogered. I need some goddamn coal.
I was talking in the lab the other day about how fucking horrifying the death screen is in Yoshi's Story. Where it's like,
Oh.
you know, it's like fucking.
Oh damn!
When the mecha shy guys take you to the mecha castle and just imprison you.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then lock
Jesus.
you up, and then it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, baby Bowser's bouncing around. Actually, that scared me when I
Now
was a kid.
what
The mecha
do I
castle.
do?
It's properly terrifying.
Honestly, some Nintendo 64 games legitimately did actually terrify me as a kid. Like,
Yo,
They have strange, terrifying vibes.
So, just a sec. Yo, Lychee, thank you so much for coming. It's so good to see you. Sleep well.
Hi.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
sleep well, Lychee.
coming over. We'll see you soon. We'll catch you later.
Yeah, good to see you.
yeah.
Sleep well.
Bye. Sweet dreams.
Bye. Have a great time.
Oh, I need a fair bit of
This
space.
one's for you, Lychee. Boom.
What you doing?
What'd you do?
What are you doing, you splodge goblin?
Yes.
Oh, that's right, still a copper. I will need that copper, just not right now. Right now, I need a bunch of meat to burn, because we don't have any other way of making coal.
There's a kiln in front of the lighthouse. You can put wood in there.
Oh,
Just
fantastic.
make
That's
sure you don't go in the kiln.
Bloody get out of the kiln! Here, bloody boy, get out of the bloody kiln.
Under no circumstances should anybody ever get in the kiln. Oh, okay.
Oh, you want me to get in the kiln?
Get out of the bloody kiln!
We need an Arnie Donner alert too. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Get out of the bloody kiln.
So you need wood to get wood. Like every board game ever.
Quality content.
Do you play board games, Cyrus?
It's Wally Westy content.
Not really, but I want to.
There's a lot of good ones out there. Catan's pretty good. Twilight Imperium's amazing. Shadow Whispers. Have you played Shadow War of Shadows Whispers? Guys, that one's. Really
I have
cool.
not.
It's really cool. It's like your basic. Like imagine just your basic. You have an army. You take provinces. You get more army, right? But you don't play as the armies. You play as like worm tongues in different areas of like the map, and you can like you have an army, like different kingdoms that you want to succeed more, and then you like do weird little worm tonguey things to influence them, you know, and try and everyone has like a different incentive. It's pretty fun.
That's neat.
Yeah, it's cool. Getting a lot of rocks.
Actually, what I will do, follow me, Cyrus, because I'm gonna go check.
Oh. Do I have a task?
I might. I need to check on our fermenters.
It's not a cookie. It's an orange.
Stand aside, Bronson.
Yeah,
I
sorry.
got this.
Like, you gotta do
It's not a cookie. It's an orange.
That's my fellow.
You fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Kermit the Frog, Siege, useless getter.
God, okay, actually, can you?
Oh, I bid farewell to the port and the land as I paddle away from brave England's white sands to search for my long ago forgotten friends, to search for the place I hear all sailors end.
Fuck yeah. The redeem says you have to do it for 5 minutes, Ovax. So
I ain't doing it. I already discussed this in the Superliminal stream. I ain't doing it.
With Shroud
because
before, I did it for like 30 seconds and died.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I did. I was like, oh, 5 minutes is way longer than I expected, because I was like, I wanted it to be worth it, because I use the Kermit voice a fair bit anyways. But then that was way longer, and I underestimated just how straining that is on my voice.
I'll do ketamine yoga for 5 minutes.
Yoga, ketamine yoga. Is that way where you just get absolutely fucked up and then do some nice stretches?
Yeah, chakras, brah. Fucking.
What the fuck?
Ketamine yoga.
I've learned not to question it.
Yeah, that's generally the best.
Okay, what I'll get you to do, Cyrus.
Yes.
First, you're gonna need to make you're gonna need to make a whole bunch of coal because we need coal. For
Okay.
the
How do I
I've
do
just
that?
made some coal, actually.
So you get any spare wood like this stuff.
Get some
Where
Take it,
the
take it over to the
fuck? And some
kiln.
shit.
Take it over to the
Bro,
kiln.
you
put it in the
just
kiln.
threw. What? Oh,
Wait, hang on. This is
where's the kiln?
It's over in
By
front
the
of the
lighthouse.
lighthouse.
Get out of the kiln.
Oh, you're doing the foundations over there. I was meaning like actually genuinely lining up with this pole.
Oh, okay.
But actually like having it be down on this level. It's like
So
this bit would
do I just
this bit
add
would,
wood?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just at the front. And it'll pop out.
Oh!
So, like making essentially rotating what we've got here where it's like a higher dirt level and a lower dirt level around a bit. So that essentially this ridge is at the same angle as that. So the building would sit down here. The first floor would be essentially underground relatively speaking to the house.
Okay, I think I see.
And the
what you
second
mean.
floor would also have a door up to here.
I think
You
yeah.
feel me? I mean, if you don't like this one's
look, I
your
think
building. I'll let you take
Yeah, I guess I'm just
site
sort of
hands,
building
right?
something for now, just so that we have something. So
Fair enough.
like I said, we need the functional building before we start going crazy on the design, because we can always tear it down and redesign it once we've got stuff going. Because one thing's for sure is we definitely need to get to bone mass, and I think from memory, the last time I checked, we need to head from Timber Fuel. We need to head north.
Okay.
To find not only the
Sorry, Daisy, thank you so much for coming. You're an absolute champion. Massive shout out
Yeah,
to
cheers.
Daisy. Thank you for continuing
thanks,
to be
Daisy.
our patron. Thank you so much. It was good to hang with
Very
you the other
much
day.
so
It was so
appreciated.
nice to chat.
Oh.
You sleep well.
Daisy.
We'll see you soon.
Do you want me to say anything in the Scottish accent for you? Guys, we can become famous!
Oh, guys, we can be. Wow.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Wow!
1 second, I got this.
Whee!
Give that a sweet band.
And just.
Gang,
Get the band! Yay!
Bitch.
Leroy Jenkins! Classic.
Those bots can eat the entirety of my Geldig.
Mm. Oh, archery
Where is
practice.
some-
You know what I think of those bots?
Not bad, good size.
No, they are bad. They are not good size.
Give Cyrus a phrase to go full Scots on.
Yeah, they are terrible size.
You little
Simply-
plump goblin, get the fuck out.
Actually, I got one for
Is
you.
that
Cyrus.
the phrase?
Did you say plump goblin?
I did!
Plump goblin.
Oh.
You
I've got a second one for you, Cyrus, if you're up for
Alright.
it.
Yeah, I'll see that.
Excellent.
Oh no, not that one.
Oh.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
GTA in Scotland. I mean, they did London.
Oh, GTA. Oh, can they please do GTA Glasgow?
Get out of my fucking
Oh
car!
my god.
Every moment
Just
that
a
you
bunch of
say that!
nerds running about
Just
with
every
knives.
mission is just like, get in the fucking car, cunt. We're gonna go fucking shoot
Get
people.
in the fucking car.
Steal the car? Well, is it insured? Is it an insured car? I'm not gonna steal a
Right.
non-insured car. Because that will cost me
Pull
money!
someone out,
You should be stealing
pull
my
someone out the
insured
car
car!
and you get fucking shanked.
Shamk. Oh, that's a bit rude, isn't it? Shouldn't me there, yeah? Shamk.
How much coal do we need?
All the
Fair bit.
no,
I will have
we need a bit of
sticks
wood
spare
for
in a moment.
building, so...
I have 18.
Yeah. All you had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
All we had to do was follow that damn train, CJ. XD.
XD.
All we had
Alright.
to do was follow the damn train.
All we had to do, follow the goddamn train, CJ.
Number 5, number 3, extra dip.
And a large
Number
son.
9. A number 9 large.
Extra dip.
To number 45s. That is, actually, you guys, this is actually my favorite meme of all time. Was the "We are number one" thing.
Really?
We are
Fucking
number
excellent.
one.
And
Hey.
one of the best ones I think was the like Big Smoke one. It is incredible. I'm going to find it right goddamn now and put it in the meme chat of the Discord.
I still remember. I can't remember if I was in the same. If we were all in the same diploma or cert 4 class.
It was a diploma.
Was it that? Yeah, I'm trying to remember if there were some of the guys. Oh no, it would have been when I did the cert 4, which was the year before we met. There's a couple of guys in my in my course that when that meme was at its height, they were just obsessed with it.
Yeah. Like, I've never seen the original not bad, good size meme, but I've used it like a billion times in conversation. It's got to a point in society where
neither.
Like, I'll culturally use a meme before I've even seen it, which is kind of worrying.
Yeah. Actually, it's me with a lot of the Auntie Donna things. Like, I've seen a bit of it, but haven't actually seen it all. I just know the references anyway.
I'm stuck! I'm stuck! Oh, you bloody, what are you doing there? We'll get you out. I'm stuck! And he's just standing, like, there's nothing around him. It's a good time.
I'm actually thinking, Obex. What?
Where did it go?
It went over here. It just started floating away.
I'm too strong.
Cyrus threw me a lump of coal, and it started floating upwards through the air. I'm just like, what is it doing?
Yeah, that's what the wood did earlier that you threw. I was so confused.
Oh damn. Alright, so we've got all that coal. We've got coal, that's good. Alright, what I need you to do with this coal, come back over here to the kitchen.
Okay. You want me to cook you something?
I would.
Cook some haggis.
Not quite.
Oh.
So, across the different chests, ingredients to make the poison resistance mead base. We need honey.
Totally know what that is.
We need honey, thistle, necktail, and coal.
Okay.
Honey, thistle, necktail, necktail, and coal.
Yes. And just make as many.
Oh, we've got a lot of honey.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
Make as many mead-based poison resistance as you can.
Necktail.
I've just put it in the meme chat. It's "We are number one," but all you had to do was follow the damn train, CJ. It is absolute classic because Flying Kitty, the person who made it, basically like specializes in just fucking like GTA memes, especially GTA San Andreas. And it's fucking great. You picked the wrong house!
Where is the thistle?
Try the bottom chest behind you here.
A real meme.
Well,
Oh, that's what it looks like. Okay, where's the coal?
Oh,
I have 6.
hang on. Before we do anything else, we are under attack.
Let me get them!
Ah,
Set me on them!
We are number 9! That's good. Oh shit.
Don't worry, I've got them, boys.
Oh, cockfuck! You little...
Am I meant to run towards the red circle?
Oh, the splodgers are breaking our farm again.
You protect the farm, I'll protect the rock shack. Or do we
Protect
each other?
Cyrus. If he gets out, I'm fucking beheading all of
Oh
you.
my god, I just blocked a fucking arrow!
Oh shit!
Oh. Oh.
You good over there, bud?
Yeah.
What? How did that hit me?
Yeah, am I meant to go to the red circle?
Yeah, so the red circle's where all the bad guys
Behind you,
spawn.
sorry, this dude's right behind you.
No, there's not. You liar.
Yeah, there's 2 skeletons and 2 dragon chasing you.
You liar.
Yeah, cunt. Yeah, you wanna fucking go? Oh, he is. That bitch just fucking teleported. Oh, fuck off!
Oh, fuck off.
Hey, where are they?
Oh, shit. Kill him, Tony. Avenge me.
Hey, where's the
Thank you.
enemies?
You're bringing it.
Where are you, Cyrus?
Oh.
I don't know, Cyrus. Where
I
are
hit him
they?
twice in the face with an out gear, and he did not falter
Ow.
in his aim once, and then just put a broadhead through my skull.
So many dudes behind you, bro.
Don't worry, I'm running naked through the house.
I see nothing.
Oh, bro.
Ow!
I think you're lagging out, mate.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good.
What
There's
happened?
two of them here.
No, what?
They
I'll
want-
just swing it there. This'll work.
I'm on
block.
8 health and...
Do you need help?
Yeah, careful, Bjorn. Careful, Ibex.
You guys got the farm? Because
gonna pick a fucking fight.
The shack.
Oh, God.
You gotta protect me, I don't see anything.
Oh, I just died
Why
again.
can't you see the enemies, bro?
Come, if you
Oh,
come
there's
to
one
me-
there! I've got him! Yeah!
Shit is laggy.
Well, oh, yep, there I go. The farm is no longer secure.
Do you need help?
Cyrus!
Go, Cyrus. Slap him.
No, I need the boar.
Alright.
Ow.
Go to the boar. Oh, the smell's gone. Alright, we did it. We did it, guys.
Protect Cyrus with your lives.
There'll be a few guys
Get
hanging around.
out of my way!
Yeah, there's still a few. There's my corpse.
That is
Oh
definitely
my
a
gosh.
sign that we need to deal with bone mass sooner rather than later.
That was so close.
What, so
Oh,
we
no.
can get more iron? Or...
Oh, fuck off.
No, so stop the Draugr
Okay,
attacks.
this is not good.
Wait, what happens after... When we get a new thing?
So every time we beat a
Oh
boss,
god.
the
Oh god.
invasion events level up, in a sense. So at the moment, because we defeated...
Bronson, I would like assistance.
I'm coming.
Oh no, guys, we got bad news.
What?
The boars either have
Cyrus,
either...
this way. This way,
The
to me.
boars have
Come on.
either fled or they're dead.
Shit.
All of them? Cyrus, don't
All of them.
run. Come to me. Oh, my boy. Oh,
Oh no, the man.
My boy! That's
Though
my
I did
son!
just kill a
My
skeleton in nothing but...
My boy! I just killed 3 Draugr in
Look
one
at how they
shot.
massacred my boy.
Good, massacred my boy.
I did kill a skeleton in nothing but my tidy whities and a magic belt.
That's pretty bold.
Yeah, well, I do that on a daily basis.
And now I have my leather pants.
My boy. That's my
Right.
son.
Oh god, I fell.
My
Are we-
boy. Are you saying we need fortifications before we do bone mass? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Well, that's
So
the west, but
what I
it's
was
not raining, it's
so
not
what I was
fine.
saying was every time you beat one of
I
the
went through a
bosses,
portal.
the invasion event becomes harder. So when we first started, the invasion event was just boars and necks.
Yeah.
When we defeated Eikthyr, the invasion event became Greylings and Grey Dwarves. And then when we've defeated... Oh, those are wild.
Hilda. Oh.
Then when we defeated Elder, it became the Draugr and the Skeleton. And occasionally, sometimes it can also be slimes or
It can
oozes.
also be trolls.
Right.
Yes, we can also get the troll one, which the troll one is not fun because it's the ground is shaking and
They break our shit.
yeah, it essentially summons up to 3 trolls at a time, and yeah, they can just wreck our shit.
Tits.
Tits indeed.
Yeah, and then after that, after we beat Bone Mass, it'll change to the.
Oh, don't tell me,
wolf-
don't tell me, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Oh, it basically just changes to the one.
Don't
of the next
spoil it.
biome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the only way to, I guess, essentially fix the
Hi.
hello.
So
The
what
only
do I
way
do now?
the only way to fix to make stop the invasion attacks is to keep beating the bosses. But to do that, yeah, we need to get through to Bone Mass. So
Storage, defense, bone mass, potions.
I reckon what we do is first we do storage. We get the forge up and running so that we can repair and craft stuff as we need it.
Yeah.
Then we go fight Bone Mass. We go up to the swamp north of Timberfjord and search for Bone Mass's altar.
Yeah.
And then do Bone Mass's fight when we're ready for it. And then we come back and work on defenses because I'm okay with dealing with the next one after bone mass. This current one is the annoying one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, so, Cyrus, what I'll get you to do is with the ingredients that I told you to get before, so the
I got the coal.
honey, thistle, coal, and necktails. Make
Can I
as
use
many...
cooked necktails?
No.
Okay.
I've got one necktail on me if we need it.
I would like it.
Coming to you.
So...
There you go, sir.
What I'll get you to
I also
do...
have coal
Thank you,
if
good sir.
Do you need coal?
is...
I got
Take it.
29. Let me
What I'm
look for
gonna
more
do-
necktails really quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know you're trying to tell me to do stuff, but just hang on.
Yeah, all good. Actually, what I will do is I'm gonna make up some food because I am hungry.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that what I'm meant to be doing?
Yeah, burger. Oh, I bet you it's closed now. Oh.
Oh, did you not order?
No, I didn't do it.
Oh.
I didn't want
Yeah.
to.
Imagine being on Australia where everything's closed. Who can relate?
So, does anyone want to just quickly remind me what the command was to kick players? Ya bloody Scotsman, splodge goblin, I'll make you eat those words.
Splodge Scotsman.
I'll rip your
Splodge.
bear cock off and slap you across the jaw with it.
Alright there, let's not get too crazy.
Alright, I found no
pizza, though.
necktails.
Yeah, barbecue chicken pizza. I
That's
reckon.
right. So, with what you've got, make as many of the poison resistance mead base as you can.
Do I use the cauldron?
Yes.
Mead base poison resist. Is that it?
Yep, that's the one.
Stick it.
So you're telling me to make the boar jockey?
No.
Okay.
So just make as much of the mead base as you can.
I made 3. I need more coal.
You need more coal.
Yeah.
Um,
Where should I put it?
Actually, that'll do for now, because we've got plenty of potions, actually. So, come and just click, hit E on the fermenters to use your mead bases.
Do we have
There
any
you go.
chain?
Oh wait, I've actually got wood in the kiln.
Yes.
Get it out.
Hey,
That which one?
get the
should
water
be
out of the
covered?
kiln.
Oh, a big boy.
What? Is there
I'll
a
fight
large-
him.
Is there a
There's
large,
a
there's a large lad?
No,
What's this?
don't interrupt my battle.
Alright.
Alright.
Ah,
He's a born fighter. That's why he's one of us at Oakenheim.
He's giving it what for?
Yeah, it is.
I was gonna say chat. We could name anyone in chat wants to be named after one of the piglings. We could, but they're all dead.
Yeah, I've got to go tame some more, sorry.
That's alright. One day. What else can
get
we name?
fucked.
Nicely done.
Maybe we can make little flower gardens for people.
Well, what I'd
No
like
to
to
the
do...
kiln.
It's the
What
most
I'd like to do-
Viking thing I've ever said. Maybe we can make them little flower garden. A shrubbery. Cut down the
Shrubbery?
Cut down the
Actually, what I
tree
would...
with a hammer.
Oh,
What
Obex,
would
was this
you
your,
like to do?
is this your chest over here by the apiary?
Perhaps?
Because I
Yeah,
think
those
someone
ones.
broke it.
Oh. Oh, that wasn't my stuff anyways.
Get fucked.
Oh yeah, my one was empty. There was still
Oh,
one chest
I
there,
mean-
but yes, someone broke it.
Unlucky.
That's all rubbish.
What I will do, until we get the Oakenheim shrine built, I would like to make a at least a little wall of honor in the tavern.
Oh,
for our,
I've got an
for our
extra
for our
meat base.
patrons. Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
we Tala and
Tarnate.
Tala and
Wait, Tala?
Yeah, Tala.
Daisy.
And Daisy. Yeah.
What did
that's-
Tala do?
Tala became a patron to the studio.
Oh,
Yeah.
What
I'm gonna
an
need to lecture
absolute
her.
bloody ledge.
Yeah.
She's fucking broke.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Don't tell us that. Now we feel bad.
But our family isn't.
Oh, well, we love. We really appreciate it. No, don't. I'm just trying to. Fuck. No. Wait, where'd the forge go?
I've destroyed it.
I
It's in the house
broke
now.
it.
It's in the house.
I've moved. Yeah.
So what'd that do with this extra meat base?
Either go. How many more meat bases do you have?
1.
There is one. There is a 4th fermenter in the meadery.
Yeah, I used it.
Alright.
Now what? What'd I do with it?
Alright, if you've got spares, then put it in the chests underneath the bar. Behind the bar in the tavern.
Okay.
I have collected a metric shit ton of rock and wood.
Stone! Rock and stone!
Stone!
Oh man, I'm tempted to make it sconces, but I know we need the copper. May need the copper for other shit.
And yeah, until we've got the forge set up and we can go on mining runs, we
Where should I put the necktails? Which chest?
put necktails in the balanced components chests.
Okay.
Do we need more necktails?
Yes.
Yes, we need a lot more.
Do you want to go hunting with me?
Yep.
Let's do it. I know you'd like that. Let's get some bulk.
Hell
Do
yeah.
we have any chain?
Just capitalism and the reified and entrenched values of Western society. Where's the forge? Where's the bloody kiln?
I destroyed it. Oh! Oh no!
You would.
I shot an arrow at a chest. I'm gonna leave
sure,
that.
right.
Someone else can deal with it.
Where's the... Wait, you said it's in the house. Which house?
Yeah,
Big
back-
house?
Big house. The house.
In
The back right room.
Back
Where is
right
Cyrus?
room.
You know the irony of that, Cyrus? You shot the chest that has all the fire arrows in it.
Oh.
It just fucking explodes.
Alright. I'm ready to... Oh,
I would like a spear.
alright.
Yeah,
Make
get
one.
spare spears.
You get all the gear. We can make it happen. We can make it
I
happen.
think Tiny may have crashed.
Tiny just disappeared, yeah.
No, I'm still here. What?
Oh,
No,
I stabbed
it just-
another
it
chest.
It came up. Tanakala is now playing Valheim.
Yeah, I closed Sampad.
Ah,
Right, so what
This
do I
is the
need
Hall
to
of
make a
Fame?
spear?
Aw.
Yes, I am just getting Daisy meat.
What?
And,
I'm
What
just so keen to like,
material?
get to the
we need
point
to
where we're
light
just
this up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let me get a light torch. As opposed to a dark one.
And how do you spell
I will get that up for you in just a moment, my good man.
yeah.
Where?
Do you have wood on your
where
tiles?
is-
Let me double check. I do, yes.
I'll give you the resin for the torches. Here you
I've
go.
got plenty of it.
Cool. And I will...
I need to stop stabbing things.
Yeah.
Probably. It's generally helpful.
La-di-da-di-da-di-da. Hello.
Hello.
It is...
Edward?
Our second membership comes from the one, the only.
Cyrus.
Way.
Tower.
Is that which way do they wish to be referred to via
Tau.
Tala?
Yeah.
Tala.
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 I swear we had some chain. Where's that gone?
Patreon.
It's just because where is annoying to pronounce. I don't
Oh,
even know how to pronounce
Daisy
it.
me rolling. Tala!
Tala.
Oh, never. Oh, no.
Massive
Never mind.
shout out.
We already had some forge bellows. I forgot it was like outside.
Big love to them. The Hall of Honor. We will drink in their name, and they will go down in history.
Fuck yeah.
Speaking of which, it's
pretty late. Yeah. Let's do we want to...
Cyrus,
Yes?
please do not disrupt the
Why are you assuming that I would do that?
Gather
because
around.
I
Bronson
saw you
is here.
change it.
Gather
Bronson is here too.
gather,
I'm actually quite insulted that you just assumed that I'm leaving.
gather up. Cyrus.
No. No.
My boy. My brother.
I actually have nowhere to go. I'm coming back.
Did you actually do it, Bronson?
What? Do what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what? What are you talking
What are
about?
you talking about?
Ugh, you two splodge goblins.
Is it because we're Scottish? Is that why you hate
Is
us?
that? Are you showing us clear discrimination because we're Scottish?
I have no issue with the Scottish, but I have issue with Bronson appropriating the Scottish culture.
Bronner's about to throw hands,
You
man.
made me pull one of my wall fittings off, Tiny. I hope you're happy.
He's better go get a fucking
What does
claymore
this
and come
say?
over to your house.
Huh? You see that? You read it. There it is.
Hold on.
I'm getting the emblem out. I'm getting the motherfucking heraldry out, bro. I'm getting the heraldry out.
Man's got
bro.
the heraldry.
Do you want me to get my Auntie
I
Ray
think
on
I-
the bloody phone? I will call Auntie Ray right now, and she'll be like, "Hello, Bronson. How are you?" And I'm like, "I'm alright, Auntie Ray. How are you?" One of my friends doesn't think I'm Scottish. And she'll be like, "Well, he's just a smelly fool. You don't need him, darling. Would you like to come over?
He's a sussy baka.
When are you coming back to
Yeah,
PS?"
I had to say that as Kermit.
My lordy. No, everyone actually knows that I'm
Welsh.
Welsh, yeah. I'm from the valley.
Bloody Bronson, man.
From Wales.
I'm from Wales.
Chris, what are we doing here?
Where are you, Obex? Where are you?
I'm in the forge.
Come to the pub. Come to the pub.
Oh, I don't have to tell me. Now,
Cyrus just yeeted himself away.
oh dear. See if there's anything else I can...
Have you heard of the High Elves?
No, I have not.
You've been to the Cloud District? Oh, of course not.
Of course not.
I'll have you know there's no pussy.
We'll do
The forge is out. I have fully moved the forge into the house.
Excellent.
Excellent indeed. I am quite literally sprinting to the pub. As it should be.
You splodge.
I'm a small boy looking at my toys. Viking lord who doesn't play coy. Gonna mess you
Take off my wet cape.
Take you down. By the end of this, your pants will be brown. Yeah.
Wait, brown?
Yeah, you're gonna shit yourself.
I'm not dancing to that.
Alright.
Cyrus is like, corduroy? Ew.
Gather round. Ah, my brethren.
Cyrus, you know you can actually sit on it, like actually interact with it to sit.
Where's the fun in that?
Look at your legs.
I mean,
bro.
fair enough.
Look at your legs. What are your legs doing, bro?
I mean, look, actually, if anything, it almost works. It almost works. Like, it almost looks like he's
Go a
got his
little bit more to the edge of the table where
Go a
it's
little bit
it's
back. Go a little bit
further out.
back.
A little bit back.
Your knees are like dislocating.
Like, go all the way to my end of the bench, because the table's a bit
Over
wider
here?
at the end. Yeah.
Beautiful. I don't think it wants to work.
Close enough.
We had a wonderful, absolutely wonderful day today. Massive shout out to the one and only Cyrus Leaf. Check him out. Check him out. He's an absolute legend. He's got a channel. He streams some really awesome stuff. Send him some love.
He's currently doing some cardio.
I feel like you're gonna get this one day.
I'm trying to just keep it with my legs on the table.
Yeah.
Check
Yeah.
out this
Just
legend.
go to
This works.
Boom, boom, boom. And it's been a
Oh.
massive day. It's been a massive day for us. We want to say a huge thank you to everyone at Game On Australia, the whole community, and to everyone there. You guys are absolute legends. Thank you so much for having us on the show. Send Game On Australia some love. GOA, they are absolute legends. We hope to continue to chat with them in future and catch up. And yeah, we're still the Regicide Collective. If you made it to this point in the video and you want to see more of us, please drop a follow. We'd love to see you in the Discord and hang out. I'll post the socials for anyone who's keen on that. If you want to chat games or game development or anything along those lines or anything. I can't spell socials. How do you guys?
Oh, it's your character's
LSD.
just glitchy out.
Socials. I can't
Yeah,
spell.
and also do Discord. I think we need to update the link in the socials one. I think the Discord is wrong. Oh my god, yeah, you are just wibble wobbling around.
Is the Discord one not work?
Yeah, I think you needed the Discord specific one. We
What
need to
happens
check
if
the
I
link.
try and...
Yeah, okay, we can.
One of them's right.
One of them's right. I can just manually put it in. Hang on.
No, just do exclamation mark Discord.
This is perfect.
Cool.
Yeah, excellent.
Awesome. We're currently building up Riverside Frontier, which is our new game coming out soon. We're super excited for it, and we want to say a massive thank you to our patrons Tala and Daisy on the wall there. And you too, if you're interested in that and you want to come close to the community in that way, we'd really appreciate it if you can. But otherwise, just thank you so much for coming. It's good to see you all.
Just a quick word on the Patreon wall. If you do wish to support us on Patreon, also let us know on our Discord, which I'll just quickly double check which channel you could put that in. Maybe in general chat. I'm just trying to think. Either in general chatting or in your feed. Maybe not in your feedback, but. Message us on Discord when you if you do decide to support us on Patreon, and let us know. I'm thinking with that wall, I want to put like a trophy on the wall for each patron.
Oh fuck yeah!
I'll limit it to just the normal mobs though. I don't want to do things like the boss trophies because those things are big.
You yield.
No, I've come over to challenge someone else.
But yeah, no. If you do wish to support us on Patreon, we would greatly appreciate each and every one of you who supports us. And yeah, let us know if you do what wall trophy you want, and I'll be sure to update the wall of honor with your name and your trophy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Goodbye,
Do we set up a raid or?
Goodbye, everyone.
It's sorted. We're gonna raid a legend called Drunk.
Hey,
Gaming.
Cyrus, leave.
I would if you were streaming.
Oh, that sounds like a
You
lot.
have no one to blame. My voice crack there completely ruined my dramatic.
All right. We're gonna go raid a pal, Drunken Ginger Gaming. Send him some Regicide love. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. We'll see you soon. Bye.
You're the best.
Alright.
Nothing's ever gonna keep me down. You're the best.
All right.